Hot dogs and a cold chill. We go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go. We won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go. We'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario Manuel, and today we've got an AFC South showdown between the Houston Texans and apparently the Longhorns. It's the Indianapolis Colts. Let's get that fixed. We did cover an Aggies-Longhorns game, so that'll have to be changed here quickly. Oops, all good. Here we go. Colts, Texans. Classic. Okay, guys, good game today. Did you do your weekly pick'ems? If not, you have 30 minutes. You have 25 minutes to make and finalize your picks for this week. You've already seen 4 games this week. We have done 4. 30 minutes. Until kickoff for this one, you can still make your selections for the remaining games and make your picks free. 4 free picks this week. Grand prize is $100. You've got time. Guys, 30 minutes left to go until we get there. Today, we will be covering 3 games. Our first game for today's slate will be this game with the Texans and the Colts, followed by the Buffalo Bills and these Pittsburgh Steelers are in a good spot right now. They got to get this win or they'll be right back on the outside looking in. We'll look at the playoff picture in just a moment. The Buffalo Bills, they're okay right now, but they are actually trailing to Monday Night Football's New England Patriots, who we will see tomorrow. But tonight's game, I'll be covering the Broncos and the Commanders. So, triple header again today. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, Tracy? What's going on, Robert? I see Arian Rabbi. I've got Dave Bonds in the house. Mad Steve, hello. Eric Dexter, what's going on? Brian Hudson, welcome in. Earth Class Citizen, rock and roll, my friend. I see you, Preston. Hello, Preston74. John Malcolm, John Pierce, DJ Gene is in the house. What up, Snaz? What up, son of a knick-knack? Knick-knack paddywhack. I see you, bro. Love y'all. 777 B Bowles also in the house. Michael Nesbitt with us. Gary Streen with us. KD Espresso. Gray 59. Okay. Danny Williams, what's going on, guys? What is going on? Welcome in, folks. Welcome, one and all. Okay, before we go too far down this rabbit hole here with the pick'ems, which is last 25 minutes until kickoff here, guys. The link is in the description down below. I'm going to plug it into the chat for you guys here as well, just so y'all can get access to it. $100 were won last week. I paid out last night, guys, so if y'all see Carlos in the chat, Carlos just got $100 from last week 12 pick'ems, and Rhonda will be receiving the Football Nation beanie. She came in second place behind Carlos on the tiebreaker. 2 people got them all correct last week. Maybe this week it could be you. Okay, enough about that. Let's take a quick look at the playoff picture. Right now, this playoff picture has mixed up a little bit. Would you believe that the Chicago Bears are number 2 in the NFC right now after a win on Black Friday over the Philadelphia Eagles, who are now sitting at 8-4. Still first in the NFC East. The Bears, however, got that win, and the Cowboys are starting to creep up down here at the bottom. We'll see how far they can go. The Buffalo Bills need to win today's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers need to win today's game against the Buffalo Bills. There are teams on the outside looking in who are licking their chops right now. One of them is the Houston Texans. Houston Texans, their fate is in their hands right now. They're sitting at 6-5. If they can go 7-5, right, and the Jaguars drop a game this week, the Texans could then be in the postseason. So the Texans are fighting for their playoff lives against the 8-3 Indianapolis Colts, who are still fighting in this game right now to retain this throne, because if the Jaguars go 8-3 and the Jaguars win their game this week and the Colts lose to the Texans, the Colts could be in danger of slipping out and not being in the postseason. So, big game today. Huge game. Two really, really big games back to back. I firmly believe that this game right now is the most important and critical game of the 12 p.m. Central Standard Time slate of games. And I do believe that this Pittsburgh Steelers and Buffalo Bills matchup is going to be the most captivating event of the day. I think the Steelers and the Bills should be our big game of the day today, even though Sunday Night Football normally is. We've got the Broncos playing on Sunday Night Football. They are in second place, and the Broncos will be going up against the Washington Commanders, who have a 1% chance of making the playoffs right now. And with Marcus Mariota, it feels like that's not going to be – It really feels like the Commanders are done for the season. A loss today, and that could be an elimination. Don't know for sure, but it definitely feels that way. Dallas Cowboys moved up from 10 to 9. Cowboys at 6-5-1. Panthers at 6-6. Lions lost on Thanksgiving. Cowboys got the win. Chiefs lost on Thanksgiving. Ravens lost on Thanksgiving. So all four of these teams right here at 9-10 and 8-9 have already played. So these are already baked in to this particular graphic right now. Okay. Yes, Tampa Bay also in danger right there if they drop another game this week as well. So that's a lot that we just broke down right now. Let's take a quick break and do a quick shout-out because I haven't updated this list in a couple of weeks. It felt good to update the list and see a lot of the names here and a couple of new names out here as well. VIP channel members, thank you. We have Brandy, Chi-Town Joe, Courtney, Denise Taylor, Felipe Carrera, Gary Streen, JT, John Hines, Loodle Miss, welcome. We've got Lou Hefner, Lorinda, Robert Zamora, T Fishes, and Val, our VIP channel members. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and your continued support. You guys are amazing. Thank you. This list, it ebbs and flows, right? We get a couple people who want to support for a couple of months. We get a couple of people who, are in and out from time to time. But the majority of this VIP list, man, thank you guys for being here. Most of you guys have been on this list for months. A couple of you guys have been on here for almost 2 years now. So really, guys, I cannot thank this list enough for all of the support. Not just this VIP list here as well, guys, but the touchdown level members here as well. Touchdown level channel members, we've got a lot of y'all in here, and this list seems to continue to grow. I've had to shrink the font size a little bit. This is in alphabetical order, but I'm going to end up having to make a completely separate page for all of our touchdown level members. Thank you guys for being a part of it. If you see these custom emojis like the ones that Mario Dixon has, B Bulls has a couple of those, Patrick out there as well. If you look at some of those, I appreciate y'all. I saw Son of a Knickknack. Your name is right here, buddy. You're on the list. OMG, I'm on the board, says Son of a Knickknack. Okay, so 3 different level memberships, guys. We have our championship and our touchdown level members. For the first down level members, this is after a 90-day window, guys. After 90 days, your name goes on this list. This list has grown a little bit out here. This also is in alphabetical order, so if you are a current first down channel member and your name is not on the list, give it a little bit of time. After 90 days, your name will go on this list. Thank you to our first down channel members here on Football Nation. All the names you see here have been in support of Football Nation at the first down level, again, for at least 3 months. So if you are a new channel member, then that's why you're not on there. But thank you, guys. Thank you all for your continued support. Okay, now, chummy stuff aside, introductions aside, I'm here for you. All of that stuff, let's get focused into this football game. I'm trying to bounce back and forth between the comments, and it's a little early still. I'm drinking my coffee right now out of my Darth Vader. Texans will win this game. I don't know what Vader's saying right now. I don't know what – Vader, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win this game, Darth Vader? Who do you think is going to win this game, ladies and gentlemen? I have that mug, says Urban Smoke. Son of a Knickknack, I see you. Anyways, we're just fooling around, guys. We're just trying to have some fun out here. Thanks, Courtney. Appreciate that. Got my Texans, says Tracy Brown. Colts, says son of a knick-knack. May the dark roast be with you, says DJ Jean. All right, folks. Stats. Let's break down some stats. Now, one of the things up front that I want to say is I'm a little concerned about the Houston Texans right now. I like the Houston Texans, but I don't know what to expect with C.J. Stroud back in the mix. I liked what Davis Mills was doing. The Texans were winning games. They were looking pretty good. And the offense was actually improving here with Davis Mills. Now C.J. Stroud is back to starter. And even in his absence, the Texans have looked like this right now. 21st in the league in points per game. 19th in the league in yards per game, and 23rd in the league in yards per play. We look at third down efficiency and red zone efficiency, and offensively, this Houston Texans team, well, let's face it, they're bad. The offense has not been great. The defense has carried this Houston Texans team a long, long way, and I do believe that with DeMeco Ryans' experience and expertise as not only a defensive player in the NFL, but a defensive player specifically for this Houston Texans team holding Houston Texans records. Keep that in mind. It might come up during the trivia quiz later today. This defense right now is second in the NFL in points per game allowed. They are number one in the NFL when it comes to yards per game allowed, top 3 in yards per play allowed. They are the second best defense on third down efficiency here, giving up just 34% of third down opportunities, giving up just 34% conversion success rate to opposing offenses. So this defense, rock and roll, man. This defense is pretty solid. And that's an understatement. This defense is arguably the best defense in the NFL. I know that the Denver Broncos might make a case for it. Interestingly enough, a couple of other teams might make a case for this as well. But I think I can back up this Houston Texans defense for being pretty good. Green Bay's defense looking a lot better right now here as well. Okay, 15 minutes until kickoff. Let's run through our starters for today's contest, guys, from the backfield, and then from left to right, we'll go that way here. C.J. Stroud in the backfield, going to be your starting quarterback. No Davis Mills today. Stroud is back. Woody Marks going to be in a timeshare today with Nick Chubb and Dare Ogunbowale. I don't even see Joe Mixon on the depth chart right now for ESPN. And for that as well, I heard that Brandon Ayuk is going to sit out the rest of the season in San Francisco as well. So I think he's a droppable candidate if you've got him in fantasy football. C.J. Stroud, starting quarterback. Woody Marks listed as the starting running back, but I do believe Nick Chubb is going to get his fair share of work. From left to right, technically listed as your wide receiver 2 on this ESPN depth chart, Jaden Higgins. Next to him, your wide receiver 3 in Christian Kirk, and then your wide receiver on the other side going to be Nico Collins. That will be your number 1 wide receiver, hoping all 3 of these guys can stay healthy. That would be good for C.J. Stroud. I'm taking a look at Tank Dell right now as well. Looks like they've placed him on the physically unable to perform list. So looks like Tank Dell might have a comeback date at some point. Just not right now. Backup wide receivers who are still available for this contest here for the Houston Texans, guys. It's going to be Jalen Noel and Xavier Hutchinson. Dalton Schultz going to be your big tight end out there on the right-hand side. I've always been a fan of Dalton Schultz ever since he played for the Dallas Cowboys. I do believe he'll get a couple of targets here today. We'll see how that goes for him. And the offensive line here, starting from the left to the right, Ariante Ursary going to be your left tackle. Left guard today, listed as Jarrett Patterson. It will not be Jarrett Patterson. It looks like Titus Howard is going to be moving from right tackle over to left guard. At center, Jake Andrews. At right guard, Ed Ingram. And right tackle today will be Trent Brown. So, I'll have to clean this up here on the offensive line. But left guard today going to be Titus Howard. So imagine Howard sliding over from that side into the guard. Center guard going to remain the same on the right-hand side. Right tackle today, Trent Brown. I heard something in my headphones. Let's see what that was. Pulling up the chat one more time. What is up, says Billy. Keep up the great work. Salutes to the Cowboys. At least I can say my Panthers beat you this year. What's up, man? Keep up the great work. Salute to you, Cowboys. Oh, he double-typed it. What's up, Billy? Thanks for checking in, dude. What is up? What is up? My Dallas Cowboys are on the up and up. Thank you for asking. Thank you for this super chat, by the way. A generous $20 super chat, my friend. Cheers to that. Yes, thank you for the reminder that your Panthers did beat my Dallas Cowboys this year. Yes, they definitely did, Billy. I have not forgotten. Thank you, Billy, for the super chat. Thank you for the reminder, man. Okay, reading a few more of these comments, checking in. Thank you, and shout out to Billy G, who checked in right now with a $20 super chat. Thank you, sir. Mario is a better color guy than Matt Ryan. Okay. Not a better quarterback, though, that's for sure. Not a better quarterback than Matt Ryan. Let's take a look at the defense here, folks. Let's take a look at this Houston Texans defense. This squad is nasty, folks. Will Anderson Jr. going to be the left defensive end. Mario Edwards Jr. going to be the left defensive tackle. Sheldon Rankins on the right side, and Danielle Hunter as the right defensive end. If this defensive front four doesn't scare you in the trenches, maybe the linebackers will, maybe the safeties will, especially our corners here. But linebackers, Henry To'o going to be your left or your weak side linebacker. Azeez Al-Shaair, the middle linebacker, and E.J. Speed showing off the speed on the strong side. Kamari Lassiter on one side and Derek Stingley Jr. on the other for your corners. You will have Jalen Reed as your free safety and Kalen Bullock as your strong safety. This team is really, really good, guys. Taking a look at the defense right now. Azeez Al-Shaair leads this team with 71 tackles. He'll definitely get over 100 tackles this season. And next to him, Kamari Lassiter on the other side, way out here as the cornerback, is second on the team with 63 total tackles. 11 sacks. Check this out, guys. 11 sacks for Danielle Hunter. 10.5 sacks for Will Anderson Jr. These two guys alone, just these two guys on the outside, on the defensive ends alone, have over 20 sacks right now. Not to mention the fact that Henry To'o has 2.5 bags. Barnett has 2 sacks. Fatukasi has a sack and a half. Mario Edwards has a sack and a half. Audrey has a bag. Settle has a bag. Rankings has a bag. Horton has a bag. Togai has a bag. So, yeah, the Houston Texans defense is pretty solid here, and I do expect them to give Jonathan Taylor a harder time than what he's used to. But I'm not going to, as the kids say, glaze these Houston Texans, although I am a fan of the Houston Texans. Let's give some credit where it's due. This team right now for the Indianapolis Colts is the #1 team in the NFL when it comes to scoring points. Can you believe that? This is not Dream World or La La Land. They are putting up 31 points per game in the National Football League. This team ranks the 4th best team in all of football. They are 2nd in the league when it comes to yards per game. They are 1st in the league when it comes to yards per play. A top 10 team on third down efficiency and a top 3 team inside the red zone. The offense of the Indianapolis Colts is really good. Really good. The numbers speak for themselves, guys. The numbers speak for themselves. Almost a 70%, almost 67% success rate inside the red zone, 31 points per game, almost 400 yards per game. They've dropped a couple of games. They have dropped a couple of games. But still, team performing very, very well. The team is performing very, very well. We look at the defensive side of things, and the defense hasn't been terrible. I would argue that this defense is better than the offense of the – I would argue that this defense is better than the offense of the Houston Texans. And before I go too far, just so that it's fresh on your minds, this is the offense of the Houston Texans. Even though the defense looks great, the offense of the Indianapolis Colts is very similar to this looking defense, right? The offense, all greens across the board. So the offense and the defense, that checks out to be a good battle. But then we look at the offense here for the Houston Texans and the defense over there for the Indianapolis Colts. And you could feel, just based off the colors there, that there's an advantage here for the Indianapolis Colts. And I think Las Vegas seems to agree with that. The Colts are 3-point favorites at home on this game that is actually scrolling by at the bottom of the screen right now. Anyways, points per game allowed, 20.8. So less than 21 points per game allowed. Yards per game allowed, 342 yards per game. Yards per play allowed, they are 13th in the NFL, just outside the top 12. They struggle on third downs. That is admitted right here. 42% success rates to opposing offenses on third downs, but inside the red zone, they are a top 12 team. Okay, those are just the stats. Let's take a look at the personnel. We should take a look at the people here as well. Indianapolis Colts. Let me refresh this as well because that could be a problem. Indianapolis Colts, Tyler Warren was coming into this game questionable. It looks like he has been ruled as healthy. Daniel Jones going to be your starting quarterback today, and little Danny Dimes, bro, ain't so little no more. Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones this season is a top 5 quarterback in passing yards, 2,840 passing yards. In 2025, that is 5th most in the NFL. He's also got 17 passing touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and the 7th highest QBR in the league. Next to him, Jonathan Taylor. He is in the running for MVP, or at least Offensive Player of the Year, if nothing else. 205 carries this season. That is the 2nd most in the league. He leads the NFL in rushing yards with 1,197. He has 15 touchdowns in 12 games played, 11 games played. He has 15 touchdowns rushing in 11 games played. That is incredible. He leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns right now. Jonathan Taylor, a very good candidate here for MVP or Offensive Player of the Year. Top pass catchers today for the Indianapolis Colts. On one side, you'll see Michael Pittman Jr. On the other, we'll probably see Alec Pierce. Josh Downs going to be your slot receiver, and Tyler Warren going to be, honestly, probably the main target today. He does lead this team in receiving yards, and he'll probably continue to do so. A huge, huge pickup. Great tight end, one of the rising stars right now in the NFL. Bernhard Raymond going to be your left offensive tackle. Quentin Nelson going to be your left guard. At center will be Tanner Bortolini. And at right guard, you will see Matt Goncalves. Right tackle going to be Braden Smith. This will make up your offensive line here for the Indianapolis Colts, folks. The Colts this season, again, you saw those numbers. They are the best offense in the NFL. Number 1 in the league. And if I gave you that random assortment of names, I don't think anybody would say this team is going to be for sure the number 1. JT doing a lot of the lifting there. Let's take a look at the defensive side of the equation here. Take a quick glance at the personnel we've got on the back end. Kwity Paye on the left defensive end. Left tackle, Grover Stewart. Right tackle, Neville Gallimore. Liatu Latu going to be your right defensive end. Jermaine Pratt on the weak side. Middle linebacker, Zaire Franklin. On the strong side, going to be Austin Ajaki. I think I said that right. Probably didn't, though. Left cornerback today, and I think there might be a blue photo here. I might be able to update this picture on the next time I bring him up. But Sauce Gardner, no longer wearing that New York Jets green. On the other side, you will have Ward. You will see Travarius Ward out there at the right cornerback position. Cam Bynum on one side and Nick Cross on the other for your safeties. That makes up your defense here. Vikings are getting slaughtered today, says Patrick. Thanks again, Billy, for that super chat. Thank you very much, sir. Let's see, who else is in the house right now? Is it just me, or when a former player leaves the game and starts as a commentator? When a former player leaves the game and starts as a commentator, a lot of them do that for sure. Gotta shut JT down, says Chiefs fan for life. Good luck. Easier said than done, but the offense has been fantastic here. Looks like Todd Tier is in the house. Benjamin Murphy, hello. Space Explorer saying just JSN is leading the NFL for all wide receivers. That is true. Jackson Smith and Jigba is leading all wide receivers in receiving yards here in 2025. But Jonathan Taylor is leading all running backs on the ground in 2025. Okay, folks, a couple things I need to update here. Home team next 5 games. This game is scheduled to start in just a couple of minutes. The home team today, the Indianapolis Colts. This is their schedule here. And the away team today going to be the Houston Texans. Let's update this graphic as well. Next 5 games for the Houston Texans. Okay, Texans got a big schedule coming up. They've got the Chiefs next week. They've got the Cardinals, the Raiders, the Chargers, and the Colts again coming up. So we will see this rematch in Week 18, and this is the first time this season that these AFC teams are going head-to-head. This is a really, really big game. I know I'm underplaying it. It's the first game of the day. I'm trying to save my energy because we've got 3 games today. I'm also trying to stock up on energy with tea that has caffeine in it and coffee with more caffeine on it. Any upsets coming in on today's slate? Possible, but you just reminded me right now, Goofball, that I gave everyone those 30 minutes. It is time for me to end and close the window here. If you did not get a chance to sign up for the Week 12, the Week 13 pick'ems, your window has officially closed. I'm closing that right now. Let me just go ahead and make the adjustment here. So, sorry guys, if you didn't get a chance to sign up for Week 13, Week 14 will be made available here in just a bit. Week 13. Okay, let's go ahead and hang tight. Sorry guys, one moment. Settings, responses, no more response editing, and this is no longer accepting responses. All right, guys, that's it. Window has closed. It is 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. We had over 250 people sign up for this week's Pick'ems. Someone's going to win $100 this week, most likely. Someone most likely is going to win $100 this week. These are the games someone was asking, is there going to be an upset? It would be a big upset if the Browns beat the 49ers today, that's for sure. The Vikings and that, I don't know if the Vikings are going to win this one here. I'm taking the Seattle Seahawks there. I would take the Buccaneers here. I would take the Rams here. I would take the Falcons here. But you never know, man. The Jets can mess things up for a lot of teams. The Saints might actually get back on schedule here, too. It does feel like the Dolphins are always somewhere near the bottom. I don't see an upset happening here, and I think that Monday Night Football should be taken care of. I think, if anything, we saw an upset with the Green Bay Packers, and I wouldn't even call that an upset. We might have seen an upset with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not upset about that. We definitely saw an upset here with the Bengals getting the win. Not just a win, but a convincing win against the Baltimore Ravens. That is definitely an upset for Baltimore, but the Bengals happy about that one. Bengals happy about that one. Coñazo. I almost dropped an F. I almost said something I should not have said. That hot tea is way too hot right now. I just drank lava. Let's get to the action. This game is about to start, folks. And I just burned the heck out of my mouth right now. Like, for real, that sucked. But that's okay. That's fine. We're going to push through. Game just about to get started. Lining up for kickoff right now. Looks like the Indianapolis Colts are lining up to receive here. Indianapolis Colts lining up to receive the kickoff now. Houston Texans going to send this thing away. Texans on defense, possession with the Colts. It is game on. Happy Sunday, folks. We'll start this drive at the 35-yard line as the touchback is the result of the opening kickoff. Daniel Jones and company taking the field right now. Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts taking the field right now. We'll have to get some of this refreshed in a moment. Give me just a second. These two teams in the huddle right now. Here's Daniel Jones giving his fist bumps around to everyone. Have not punched this clock in just yet. There we go. 25 seconds on the board. Break! Jones going to line up for the first play of today. First play of today, and we're looking at a 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line here for the Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones waits for the snap. He will take it out of the single-back formation. A 4-man rush comes in. Jones looks to the right-hand side. Catch will be made out of the backfield, and it's Jonathan Taylor with the first grab of the day. That'll be good for a 2-yard pickup. It brings up a 2nd down and 8. Indianapolis now at the 37-yard line. Okay. We'll get this clock started. 2nd down and 8. Mario going to get himself settled into this one. a bit of a different pace right now, as it looks like all of this is actually in line, and we've got very minimal spoilers. We'll see how this goes. We've got a 2nd down and 8. Motion on the field right now. Here's the snap. Jones looks to the left. Jones looks to the right. He throws this in the dirt. Tyler Warren, the man who was technically in the vicinity here, gets the target, but that is an incomplete pass, and it brings up a 3rd down. Stops the clock with 4 minutes and 21 seconds. So 3rd down. Stops the clock, 14-21. This could be a 3-and-out to start this game here for the Indianapolis Colts. The Texans hoping that is the case. The Colts looking to convert right now. All right, folks, here we go. Empty backfield. Now we've got motion from Jonathan Taylor here. Showing blitz on the defensive side. Daniel Jones calls an audible, and we're now in a shotgun. Play clock down to 3, 2. The blitz does come in. A look to the left, a throw to the left. The catch not going to be made. Intended receiver there was Josh Downs. That pass incomplete. 4th down, and we do get a 3-and-out to open up this game. Houston Texans defense showing up big right now. 4th down. Okay. Chat. Welcome to today's live stream. We've got the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts going head-to-head. AFC South showdown. Here is Mr. Sanchez to punt this one away for the Houston Texans. It's actually for the Indianapolis Colts. My apologies. Indianapolis Colts. Rigoberto Sanchez to punt this one away. I was like, that didn't make sense. Tommy Townsend is the punter here for Houston. So Rigoberto Sanchez will punt this away out to the left-hand side. Out to the right-hand side of the field, brought to the left-hand side on the return. Houston Texans get to the 31. 1st and 10 coming up for the Houston Texans. 14 minutes and 7 seconds here left to go. We'll start this drive on the 31. They've called it the 32. No commercial break after the opening punt. Woody Marks, your running back, in on this play. These players in the huddle. C.J. Stroud coming into this game right now, folks, after missing a couple of games, like 3 games, 4 games in a row. It's been a while since we've seen him play. Let's take a quick look at these stats. He's played 8 games this season. C.J. Stroud under center, motion on the field this time. The motion man looks like it's Jaden Higgins to the bottom of the screen, and Higgins goes back up to the top. He will take the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Woody Marks right now, and Woody going to pick up maybe a yard. 2nd down. 2nd down, football to the 33-yard line, 2nd down and 9. The clock is ticking once again. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab a seat for the opening live stream here. I might get up and down a little bit. I want to make sure I conserve my energy because we've got 3 games today. We did 2 games on Friday, and we did Thanksgiving. Haven't really shaken off the whole Thanksgiving thing totally just yet. But we've got a shotgun formation. 32.5-yard line. Here's the snap, a wind-up and a throw. Catch is made underneath. Going to go up the middle here, and it looks like Higgins going to make the grab. Good for a 1st down. 12-yard pickup. 1st down, Houston Texans. Jaden Higgins. He's the biggest target out there, guys. Both Jaden Higgins and Nico Collins, 6'4". Higgins got just a little more speed, but I think Nico Collins is the better route runner. There is an injury right now on the field here for the Indianapolis Colts. Let's find out who this is. It is going to be Sauce. It's Sauce. Sauce Gardner is down on the field right now. Thank you. Hi, Sammy. Sammy made the bacon. Wife brought me some bacon. I was eating a bagel here, too. We're going to a quick commercial break, guys. The clock is stopped, and Sauce Gardner is injured right now. Love you, too. Love you, too, little man. Okay. All right, guys, we've got 13 minutes and 16 seconds left to go, and I've got bad news for Indianapolis Colts fan. Bye, baby boy. Got some bad news for the Indianapolis Colts fans. Your new piece, your new guy, Sauce Gardner, is down. Yes, he is down on the play. He was injured on that one. The catch was made by the Houston Texans, and Jaden Higgins did pick up 12 yards on that 2nd down and 10. When we get back from the commercial break, it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Houston Texans at the 44-yard line, but I don't know if Sauce Gardner will be back in this game. So let's turn this off right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario Manuel. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves today. This game just now getting started. We are quickly into a commercial break. Have not seen too much of this game unfold just yet. It's still early in the day. I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here, hanging out with us. Let's bring up the chat and see what's going on with you guys. Okay. Looks like I missed some stuff in the chat right now. 67K incoming, says the Mr. Mojo. Will Nick Chubb be playing, asks Pup Bear. Yes, Pup Bear, I do believe Nick Chubb will get a couple of carries in this one. Charles McKay saying, good job. Okay, I got the sauce. Where's the eggs, baby? I got the bacon. I got the bacon for the sauce right now. Thank you very much, DJ Magic. Thank you, my friend. Cheers to that, sir. Cheers to you. We've got 407 Florida in the house. Cleveland 17, San Francisco 13. Nuh-uh, no way. This game just started. Matter of fact, you just reminded me I should probably bring that up. Let's do this. We'll get the other scores across the NFL. It does make sense to have those right here. And we'll put it on both. Okay. All right, let's turn it on here as well. Okay, guys, those are the scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen. Now you've got even more information right now. Hey, man, who just got hurt, says La Torelli. It was Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner, the cornerback here for your corner. Not quarter, cornerback, your corner. For the Indianapolis Colts just went down. The Houston Texans picked up a first down. Texans with the football here. Here's a 1st and 10 coming up for Houston. Gonna air this one out. C.J. Stroud upfield throws that one away. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 10. Incomplete pass. 13 minutes left to go. 13 minutes left to go. Who day, saying TWF. I got you, Space Explorer. It's down there at the bottom for your convenience. Okay, we'll slide the Browns score over just a hair here as well so y'all can see that better. 2nd down and 10 from the 44-yard line. C.J. Stroud is in a shotgun formation. Motion on the field this time. Looks like we've got Cade Stover moving to the top of the screen. Here's a snap and a handoff. This run going to go up the middle by Woody Marks. Not much of a gain on 2nd down. It does start the clock again. It's a 3rd down and 9. Sauce Gardner putting no weight on the left leg. He is going back to the x-ray room. That's a problem, guys. You might have just lost Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner being carried out to the locker room, putting no weight on that leg. This could be bad for the Indianapolis Colts. We'll see how this goes, though. It does not look good for the rest of the season defensively, but right now there's still a game to be played. 3rd down and 9 from the 45-yard line. C.J. Stroud waiting for the snap. Snap coming in. A 4-man rush comes in. A windup and a throw. Nico Collins makes the grab. The 45, the 40, the 35. Picks up a lot of yards after contact. Nico Collins, a big catch. Nico Collins, a big 1st down. Houston Texans, 1st and 10 for Houston. Nico Collins on a quick slant route out here. Lined up as the wide. I guess it was more of a post route than a slant route. It worked out well. Nico Collins was led very well on that pass, so a good lead pass right here. 1st and 10 at the Indianapolis 34-yard line after that grab for Nico Collins. That was 21 yards, by the way, for Collins. Motion on the field. Here's the snap and a handoff. Woody Marks gets the carry, goes backwards on the play. Good stop right there by Cam Bynum of the Indianapolis Colts defense. 2nd down and 11, tackle for loss. Cam Bynum on a big play right there. Well done. Colts trying to make a stand right now. Houston Texans trying to prove that it's not Davis Mills, but it is the rest of this team. Woody Marks checking out for this play. Nick Chubb will be the running back on this play. About 11 minutes here left to go in the first quarter of this game. 2nd down and 11 at the Indianapolis 35. Motion from Dalton Schultz as he goes to the top of the screen as a wideout here. Schultz says, I'm open, but it's checked down underneath. The check down works. The 20, the 15. A little stutter step down at the 11. This catch going to be made by Xavier Hutchinson. That's a 24-yard pickup by number 19, and that's good for a Houston Texans 1st down. That puts Houston inside of the red zone. Texans inside the red zone now. It's 1st and 10 at the Indianapolis 11-yard line. What's going on, Fall Brown? What's going on, David Maj? What's going on, Jeff? I see Mr. Mojo. I see Mad Steve. I see Saint Arntix in the house once again. Appreciate you guys. Welcome back for more. From the 11-yard line, C.J. Stroud inside the Colts red zone. A snap and a handoff here. This will be a run forward. Nick Chubb will pick up 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8. So Chubb picks up 2 yards. It's a 2nd down and 8 at the Indianapolis 9-yard line. One-handed Barron saying, feed Nico. Keegan Tucker saying, yo, what up, Keegan Tucker? What up, one-handed Barron? I see you, my friend. Chuck Shepard saying, welcome to reality, Colts fans. Woo! Shots fired there, Chuck. Shots fired. 2nd down and 8. Indianapolis 9-yard line, shotgun formation. There's the snap, dropping back, another 4-man rush. C.J. Stroud sees an opportunity. He'll scramble and throws. This one intended for Jalen Noel. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 9:30 on it. 3rd down and 8, and the Colts get a big stop on 2nd down. Colts defense looking at a 3rd down and 8. Texans offense just looking at the end zone at this point. C.J. Stroud knows that a field goal here isn't going to feel as satisfying as a touchdown. So we line up for this play. This drive has been 9 plays, 59 yards, 4 minutes and 40 seconds taken off the clock. On 3rd down and 8, Stroud takes the snap. Another 4-man rush coming in. Stroud backs too far up. He steps up through the pocket. Now the pressure coming in. Flag in the end zone here. Flag at about the 3-yard line. Let's find out what this penalty is. It could be on the defense. It's going to be illegal contact upfield against the Indianapolis Colts, guys. That is going to be an automatic 1st down here, and the Texans get an opportunity to score because the Colts can't keep their hands to themselves. So, 1st down, Houston Texans. 9 minutes and 21 seconds left to go. The Houston Texans pick up a big 1st down there. The official saw something he didn't like. He wanted to throw a flag. He did. So there it is. This does mean 1st and goal now, folks. 1st and goal coming up for the Houston Texans. The snap, the handoff. No, it's a play action here. C.J. Stroud will step into the pocket, steps into the throw, and overthrows Xavier Hutchinson. 2nd down coming up now. 2nd down and goal from about the 5-yard line here. Scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen, y'all. Scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen. Okay. So incomplete pass, 2nd down and goal, 9 minutes and 15 seconds here left to go. Jeff saying, keep your hands to yourself, says Jeff. Indianapolis Colts trying to make a goal line stop here. My notes say they're on the 4. They're definitely on the 5. It's a wildcat play right now, guys, and a direct snap here. Looks like it's a direct snap here. A flag on the play, guys. Direct snap to Nick Chubb. Flag on the play. Illegal formation on the offense. So the flag is illegal formation against the Houston Texans. 5-yard penalty. It'll bring up a 2nd down and goal. So replay 2nd down and goal, except this time instead of the 4-yard line, it'll be the 9-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Penalty here. It does back them up. The Texans still inside of the Colts red zone right now, and they can't seem to walk away with points. 2nd and goal at the Indianapolis 9. Illegal formation on the play. Looks like C.J. Stroud is back under center. Motion on the field. This time we've got a motion man in Jaden Higgins. He's just eye candy here. Another flag going to come in, or a timeout going to be called. Timeout was called to avoid the delay of game. Timeout will be taken by the Houston Texans. So timeout. We go to a commercial break. I don't know how long this is going to take right now. Probably 30 seconds, maybe 1 minute. But they have not cut away from the field, so as long as there is field up right now, we keep these graphics out right now. Taylor over 16 receiving yards, question mark? Well, Jonathan Taylor does already have 1 target, 1 reception, and 2 receiving yards. Has not carried the football for a rush, though. Not in this game, not yet. Did not get a chance to do a head-to-head comparison. I will bring that up in just a moment. Right now, looks like D'Amico Ryan's going to talk with his young quarterback and C.J. Stroud. They are going to get back to the action here, lined up once again in an I formation that dissolves into a single back. A snap and a play action, looking to the left. The catch made short. Catch is going to be out to about the 4-yard line on 2nd and goal. The catch will be made by Cade Stover, the big 6'4" tight end out of Ohio State. 3rd and goal coming up. Stover wrestled down to the ground by Jermaine Pratt. Did manage to break a tackle, but Pratt was there to clean up the mess. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. The Colts making a stop here on 3rd down. Can the Colts get the stop, or will the Texans emerge victorious in this battle? This is a battle for the touchdown. The war will continue to rage. But here comes this play from the 4-yard line, 3rd down and goal. Here is the snap, the blitz coming in. Stroud will fire, and it's swatted down at the line of scrimmage. The Colts defense will win the battle, and the Texans will have to settle for a field goal now. It's 4th down and goal from the 4-yard line. I can't imagine that they would go for it, but in today's NFL, they might. In today's NFL, they might. So, lining up right now, Kaimi Fairbairn for a 23-yard field goal now. 23-yard field goal attempt. There's the kick. It is up, and the field goal is good from the left hash right now. The Houston Texans will be the first to score in this game. It is just 3 points, but it is 3 points more than 0. So, Texans do have the lead. They have a 3-point lead in this game. We'll stop the clock with 7:55 here left to go, and we're going to get a kickoff when we get back from our commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time watching this show, what's up? My name is Mario. I am your host. We've been doing this for a few years now. This is going on year number 3. It'll be 3 years officially, I think, December 15th. So we're about 2 weeks away from our anniversary here on this channel, our 3-year anniversary here on this channel. And right now we're sitting at almost 67,000 subscribers, which is pretty cool. Let's show y'all some more of the scores across the league right now. So San Francisco and the Cleveland Browns are 7-0. Miami Dolphins and New Orleans Saints are 7-0. Cleveland down by 7 against the 49ers. 49ers 7, Cleveland 0, New Orleans 0, Miami 7. LA Rams 7 versus the Carolina Panthers 7. We're all tied up in this one. Jacksonville Jaguars and Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville down 0-3 in Tennessee. Houston Texans have the lead in Indianapolis right now. The score is 3-0 in this one. Houston Texans up 3-0. We look at the Atlanta Falcons versus the New York Jets. Still scoreless in that one, and still scoreless with Tampa Bay and the Arizona Cardinals. Okay. All right, guys, let's take that music off. Let's take a quick look right now at some of the playoff picture here. Oh, yeah, trivia quiz going to be at halftime as well, guys. Don't go anywhere for halftime. I will have trivia for you. Let's take a quick look at the playoff picture and what this game actually means. This is not just a, let's go out and play football. This is, let's maybe hope for a win. No. If the Indianapolis Colts lose this game, they will be 8-4. The Jacksonville Jaguars likely going to be 8-4 after today's game. And just based off of this, I think it might still remain the same. But the Colts are in serious danger of falling out of the playoffs right now if they drop this game to a divisional opponent who's not going to be trying to win just one of the 2 games they've got. They're going to try to win both of those games. On the outside looking in right now, the Houston Texans are sitting at number 8 in the AFC, and they know that a win here today would put them at 7-5 And even if they don't get to the top of the table, there's a couple of teams down here who could also be 7-5 at the end of today's game. Both teams have serious playoff implications for this game. Here is the kickoff. The Colts will return. Colts out to the 25, about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up for Indianapolis. It is crunch time, Mr. Mojo. It is crunch time. Okay, what do you think of the Patriots this year? Michelle asking what I think of the Patriots. Michelle, I think the Patriots are the real deal. I said it from the start of the beginning, from the start of the season, from the beginning of the season. I actually have a video on my channel. If you go to my video shelf, not my live shelf, but my video shelf, you can see the video I made saying that I firmly believed that the Patriots are the team to beat this season. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. To the right-hand side goes Jonathan Taylor on his first carry of the day. Call that a pickup of 5. 2nd down. Clock is hot. 2nd down and 5. The football comes out to the Indianapolis 32 from the 27. 32-yard line. Colts with the football. Let's make sure I don't burn my tongue this time. We'll stick with the coffee for now. Mr. Mojo, you are tripping, sir. Mr. Mojo thinks that they'll lose to the G-Men. Interesting. Motion on the field right now, waiting for the snap. The motion man was Drew Ogletree. Here's the snap, and it looks like it's going to be a bad snap here. It was a fumble, and Jones had to throw himself down on top of it. A bad snap. The fumble is forward. It actually ends up being a 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Clock is still ticking. So a bad snap right here. They're showing this, and he had to dive down on top of it. A bad snap on the play. Football now out to the Indianapolis 33-yard line. Shotgun formation, trips at the top of the screen. 3 receivers at the top. Motion on the field from Josh Downs and Michael Pittman Jr. They've now broken up their bunch formation. Still 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Tyler Warren at the bottom. That looked like a false start, but no flag. Daniel Jones going to get sacked on the play. Dropped by Sheldon Rankins. Rankins gets a bag on this one. Wow, Daniel Jones sacked again. Another 3 and out for the Indianapolis Colts. It's 4th down and 10, and the Colts offense all of a sudden non-existent here. It was just a 4-man rush, and Rankins pancaked him, bro. Absolutely pancaked him on that one. Out to the 27-yard line, the Indianapolis Colts will end up having to punt. So 2 possessions, 2 punts, and here comes Houston. Houston on the return, the 20, the 21, back to the 20, back to the 21, the 25, the 30, down at the 33, 1st and 10 for Houston. Houston Texans now have the football with 5:34, and they will start this drive on the 32-yard line. The Patriots already surpassed most people's expectations this season. No matter what happens, they're only going to get better next year. I agree with that, South PMC. I agree with that very much. Everybody sleeping on the Rams, says Shovel 580. I don't think anybody is sleeping on the Rams, bro. I don't think anybody is sleeping on the Rams. The Rams right now at the top of the NFC. Yeah. I don't think anyone's sleeping on the Rams personally, but, you know. Colts have a quarterback problem, says Football Gang. They do. They do and they don't. Because there's no denying the numbers here for Daniel Jones. Guys, let's do this because I never got to do this at the start of the game. So this is part of the pregame that I never got a chance to do. And it looks like Santino had Davis Mills listed on this one. CJ Stroud for today's game. That's okay. Okay. I'll talk. We'll get that fixed. We'll get that fixed. Did he have? Hold on 1 second here. Let's see if he made 2. Maybe he did change it and I got the wrong file. Please stand by. He did do both. Okay, so let's download this one. He got me on it. Number 8, page 8. Actually, I think I might already have that file. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't normally fumble around like this right here, but I like to make sure that my graphics are correct. It'll be this one. Yeah, okay, cool. So the quarterback comparison file, this one is done. Bet. Cool. C.J. Stroud and Daniel Jones. He did get it taken care of for us, guys. C.J. Stroud this season, 1,702 passing yards. Daniel Jones, 2,840. That is 5th most passing yards in the NFL. So to whoever said they've got a quarterback problem, they do and they don't. The real issue is that we've seen not the success that Daniel Jones is having this season. Yeah, we see that. But we've seen a lot of years of Daniel Jones underperform as well. So we know that Daniel Jones could be an issue. C.J. Stroud, 11 total touchdowns this season. He has only played 8 games, so that is something else to consider here as well. But when we look at the completion percentage and passer rating, regardless of how many games were played, these are the average numbers here. Daniel Jones has been better than C.J. Stroud this season. That is just facts. Here we go, though. We are in a single back formation, the Houston Texans with the football at the 32-yard line. C.J. Stroud under center will take the snap. He will fake the handoff, dropping back against a 4-man rush. Will wind up and throw. Flags on the play. Catch made upfield, and that grab made by Christian Kirk. But let's find out what the penalty is on it. 5:26. Illegal formation, folks. Flag on the play. Illegal formation, Houston Texans. Let's go. Okay. So illegal formation against the Houston Texans. That's a 5-yard penalty. This will make it a 1st down and 15. They're saying not enough guys or too many guys in the backfield, I guess. 1st down and 15. That's why you always see those officials look at the referee, and they're lined up right here, and they look over there. They're like, we good? We're good? We're good? Oh, I got to back up. Oh, I got to step. So there's a throw to the right-hand side on 1st and 15. Catch will be made by Dalton Schultz. This one goes from the 27-yard line out to the Houston 33. Call that a gain of 6. 2nd down and 9 coming up here for Houston. There's a touchdown for Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jags are going to score a touchdown there. They'll take the lead in Tennessee. You can see that score down below. CJ is going to take his team farther into the playoffs, says Blaze. We'll see, Blaze. 2nd down and 9. The Houston Texans with the football at the, looks like the 32-yard line. Here's the snap, dropping back, surveying and running out of time, getting set. There goes C.J. Stroud. Down goes Stroud. Looks like Wormley makes the play, number 96 here. That's going to go backwards for 9. A loss of 9, 3rd down and 18. C.J. Stroud getting dropped. This backs them up to the 24-yard line. Houston Texans now on their own 24-yard line. A big bag by Wormley of the Indianapolis Colts. 3rd down and forever coming up for the Houston Texans. Both teams now have a sack today. Clapping, waiting for the snap. Double zeros coming in. This time from the 24-yard line. Stroud will check it down. Catch made. Dalton Schultz going to put the shoulder down. Gets to about the 39-yard line. They'll call it the 38, but it won't be enough. It's a 14-yard pickup here, so 4th down and 4 after the 3rd down and 8. It was 3rd down and 18, excuse me. 3rd down and 18, a 14-yard pickup here from the 24 to the 38. It's time to punt. 3 minutes and 10 seconds here left to go. They're going to get ready to snap and punt this thing away. Houston Texans, Tommy Townsend waits for the snap. There's the long snap. There is the boot. Good protection there for the Houston Texans on the punt. This one is going to be returned out to about the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Indianapolis Colts. The last 2 drives for Indianapolis were bad. The last 2 drives for the Indianapolis Colts, guys, ouch, man. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Go for it, says Mr. Mojo. Victor Hugo dice saludos desde Acapulco, Guerrero, México. Bienvenidos, mi amigo Victor Hugo. Muy agradecido, gracias y bienvenidos a este live stream, mi amigo. Vidar checks in saying bye weeks are super important. They are super important, Vidar. They are. Okay, All right, so we're in the middle of a commercial break. We are close to the end of the first quarter. The Colts get the football back. The game is still 3-0, a closely contested matchup here between two AFC South rivals. This is not just some other game out here. Huge playoff implications for both of these teams right now. This is basically, it feels like win and get in for the Houston Texans. Well, it's not necessarily a win and get in, but it does feel that way for Houston. Go Texans, says Chiefs. Daniel in the house saying, why Judith? Ralph checking in saying, I was trying to watch the Rams game on another stream, but those other guys do not have your energy. Ralph, thanks for checking in, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The energy is not limitless. I will say that, guys. At some point today, I'm going to hit a wall. But I will be relying on the chat to keep my energy up. Comments like this, Ralph, remind me that we are live right now and the show must go on. Then again, it's still early in the day. Day's just getting started, but thank you for checking in. Must be nice 2020 saying what is up? What up, man? Lay's in the house. I am David saying Feliz Navidad. Dun, 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 dun. Feliz Navidad. Space Explorer, what up? Pot favor. Por favor. Okay, por favor, says Jim. S-H-I-T. It says Jim Stuff. What up, Jim Stuff? Dan Steely saying the Colts have like 6 straight 3-and-outs. They've only had possession twice. This will be their 3rd possession of the game, Dan. But it does feel that way. Well, it could go back to last game. I don't know. Ronnie, what's going on, man? You already know shout-outs from Rhode Island. Love your channel, brother. Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks for checking in, Mr. Fraud. Thank you very much. Bears 9-3, hating on your Cowboys. I feel you, bro. I feel you, my friends. You doing a game in the next time slot? I am, Jeff. We'll be covering the Bills and the Steelers today after this one. Okay, break. Indianapolis Colts going to start this drive on the 23-yard line. A shotgun formation for Daniel Jones with Jonathan Taylor standing to his left in motion on the field. Here is the snap and a handoff to Taylor. JT goes to the right hash. He'll pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards. 2nd down and 7 gets the clock ticking once again. So is 2nd down and 7. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd carry of the day. He is averaging 4 yards per carry. Looks like Woody Marks is going back to the locker room right now for the Houston Texans. The camera just cut over to the sideline, and Woody Marks, the Houston Texans starting running back, is going to the locker room right now, which means we might see a lot of Nick Chubb today. Motion on the field from Josh Downs as he goes to the top of the screen, but it's going to be a handoff, and there goes Jonathan Taylor. Taylor will pick up about 14 yards. Call it a pickup of 12. Big gain on 2nd down and 7. That results in a 1st down, Indianapolis Colts. 1st down for the Colts. They'll pick it up. It's 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. From the 26 to the 38, JT climbs that ladder here, picks up 12 yards, finally brought down by one of the linebackers. I think that was Azeez Al-Shaair. Okay, another shotgun formation, and it looks like this time Tyler Goodson is standing in the backfield. I could be wrong. I am wrong. It's definitely JT. No, it's definitely Tyler Goodson, and he will pick up about 3 yards on that play. No, that's definitely JT. All right, guys, my eyes are deceiving me. I guess I've gone cross-eyed. and I can't tell the difference between 28 and 31. I can't tell the difference between 28 and 31. I don't know how to read numbers anymore. Okay, Jonathan Taylor did pick up 3 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down and 7. In all seriousness right now, we're lined up at the 41-yard line approaching midfield. A shotgun formation as Jonathan Taylor comes over to the left-hand side, waiting for the snap and showing blitz right now. The Houston Texans defense. Play clock down to 3. Daniel Jones takes the snap, and the blitz does come in. The windup and the throw. It's off the hands of Michael Pittman Jr. Great stop by Jalen Petrie out of the Houston Texans defense. The secondary comes up as the winner on this one. Daniel Jones, 3rd down and 7. The Indianapolis Colts looking to convert. Colts on 3rd down have been struggling here. Ooh, they're showing both the ankles there of Woody Marks getting rolled up on. 3rd down and 7. 49 seconds left to go. The clock has stopped after the incomplete pass. The Indianapolis Colts are at the 41-yard line. They are waiting for the snap here. They are not showing blitz on the Texans side, but they will blitz. They disguised it well. This time, Daniel Jones just has to get rid of that football. And this will bring up a 4th down and 7 with 43 seconds left to go. Another punt here. I can't imagine that the Colts are going to. Will Anderson Jr. was not lined up here. He was lined up as a linebacker. Will Anderson Jr. way to disguise that play. They definitely brought in a beautiful blitz right there, and Will Anderson Jr. got to the quarterback here. Good day. A $2 super chat from our boy Brian Allen. What up, Brian? Good day to you, my friend. He says, #GoBills. I will be covering your Bills after this game, sir. I will be covering your Buffalo Bills after this game, my friend. That's the next game on today's slate. The punt team is out once again for the Indianapolis Colts. It is punt practice for the Horseshoes, and there is that shoe going through the football, signaled a fair catch at about the 17-yard line. 1st and 10, Houston Texans. Texans going to start this drive on their own 17. They get the football back. They picked up a 1st down, Mr. Mojo, not a 3-and-out. They did pick up a 1st down on that drive, although it was just 1 first down on a Jonathan Taylor carry. He picked up 12 yards. That was the only 1st down of this game for the Indianapolis Colts. So the Colts have picked up 0 points. They've picked up 1 first down, and they've punted the football 3 times. Not going to drink that. Shouldn't have this on the table. That's so gross. This is yesterday's coffee. What is wrong with me? Ugh. Ugh, nasty, bro. That's gross. Should not keep yesterday's coffee on my desk. Holding. This is going to go backwards, guys. The Texans go backwards. It's a holding 2 yards past the line of scrimmage on the tackle, Ariante Ursary. So this will bring up a 2nd down and 18. 2nd down and 18. I literally got to wash my mouth out. That was so bad. I can't believe I did that. That's so gross, dude. 1st and 18 coming up here from the 8-yard line. Single back formation, the Houston Texans. Looking at a long 1st down. Motion on the field, going to the top of the screen. Looks like it's Higgins on the move. Here's the snap. Stroud will fake the handoff. Pressure coming in. Stroud in his own end zone will scramble from here. That's an illegal forward pass if I ever saw one. There better be a flag on that one. C.J. Stroud well past the line of scrimmage. No flag on the play? Are you kidding me? There we go. There's the flag. That's definitely an illegal forward pass, bro. Let's see what they say. Still disgusted by yesterday's coffee. Illegal forward pass on the offense. Pretty obvious right there. It's a 5-yard penalty. It should be a loss of down as well here. 2nd down and 18. It'll be, 5 yards. Okay. So, another loss of yardage. It'll be a 2nd down and 22 here. Call it 2nd down and 23. The Houston Texans going to be on their 5-yard line right now. Todd Tier saying, "You treat me like yesterday's coffee." What does that even mean? Todd Tier, I see you out there, sir. I see you out there. Shotgun formation, motion on the field. Stroud waits for the snap. He takes it out from it's actually the 4-yard line here. And this will be a gain of about 2. Another flag coming in, and it looks like it's laundry day today. Let's find out what this one is going to be. Holding against the offense again. I think this penalty will be declined. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. No gain, maybe a short gain. 3-yard pickup here. 3rd down and 20. Houston Texans will end the quarter on penalty after penalty after penalty. This is the end of the 1st quarter. 3rd down and 20 when we get back. Let's put 15 minutes on the board. Okay. All right, guys. Another flag. It was declined by the Colts. Colts defense holding up so far. Scripted, says the Mr. Mojo. Thank you very much, Upload. Cheers to you. Love the setup and the scoreboard and professional calling. Best of luck, says Upload. Cheers to you, my friend. Thank you very much for those kind words. game tomorrow night football, Patriots and New York Giants. That is correct, Savage Curry. I will be covering that game as well tomorrow. DJ, cheers to you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much, DJ. THX, what up tomorrow? Welcome back. Saying, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. What up, Pan Pan, saying go Colts. Wade Woodruff, what's up? Just Another Collector saying hello as well. I see you, Just Another Collector. I see you, my friends. Okay, that's the end of the first quarter, guys. Let's find out where you guys are watching from today. Where are you watching from? That is my question for this commercial break. I got you. Okay, Tara Thomas, if you read the entire title of this live stream, it does say Color Radio Broadcast. You are listening to a Color Radio broadcast of this game. I will give you a play-by-play analysis of this game as it continues forward. As you can see, we've got a pretty strong community, and you would not be the first or the only one watching this live stream today. Appreciate you sticking around and giving this channel a chance. Thank you for checking in. Tara Thomas, I see you out there. Cheers to you. Okay, Wade Woodruff in Arizona. Is that Alan? Alan in the Philippines. What up, Alan in the Philippines? Who else is out here? Robert Zamora in the 210. I know that for sure. St. Arn TX in Houston. You got to love those Houston Texans, my friend. Steve Barker in Florida. Sunny in Florida. JP checking in from down there. Rusty Noakes in the house in San Antonio, just like us in the 210. We've got Florida in the house, Nathan in Wisconsin. We've got Chris in Georgia, Mr. Mojo saying JETS, 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 Jets. Springfield, Missouri is in the house. Troy in Groves, Texas. We've got John Combs in Kentucky. We've got Nathan in Wisconsin, Sarihani in New Jersey, Kokomo, Indiana. Adrian, Michigan in the house. What up? I see you. Who else is in the house? Who else is in the house? Lake City, Florida, says Roger Huff. We are getting back from this commercial break, folks. Let's get back to the action. Here's a quick snap and a handoff. Looks like Nick Chubb with the extended opportunity on 3rd down and 20. Gonna get the carry. Chubb will pick up 13 yards on 3rd down and 20. It'll bring up a 4th down and 7, and it will start the clock once again. So 4th down and 7, the punt team will come out for the Houston Texans. Houston Texans going to line up to punt this one away. I do apologize for not getting a chance to read all of the comments in the chat, folks. As you know, calling the plays always comes first. That is how this channel has gotten to just about 70,000 subscribers here, folks. It is because of the play calling. So as much as I love reading those chats, let's get back to the game here. Here is the punt. The Colts will return. This one to the 30. The 35 out at about the 37-yard line. This will stop the clock with 14-12. We've got a 1st and 10 coming up now. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Indianapolis Colts. They will start this drive on the 37-yard line. If you take a look at the bottom of the screen, folks, at the bottom of the screen, you will see the scores across the NFL. You'll see that the Jacksonville Jaguars are up 15-3 over the Tennessee Titans. You'll see that the Carolina Panthers are actually beating the LA Rams right now. They're up 14-7 over the Rams. Miami Dolphins 10-0 over New Orleans. And a couple of other things around there. God bless, that tea is still so hot. I got to take the lid off of this. And I also added too much honey. It tastes too sweet. That's on me. That's my fault. Okay. Colts with the football now. It's 1st and 10. First 3 possessions of this game, the Colts have had to punt. They have not scored any points here. They have not gone for it on 4th down either. They've had to punt the first 3 times. Here's the 1st and 10. Jonathan Taylor, a screen play left-hand side. This breaks the 45, the 45, the 40, the 35, across midfield and quickly into Houston Texans territory. That's going to be a 33-yard gain for the Indianapolis Colts. 1st down. Carries the football from the Indianapolis 37 to the Houston 30. A monster play for Jonathan Taylor on the left-hand side. A beautiful screen. Breaks big. Good catch and run by the potential MVP. We'll start the clock once again. About 13 and a half minutes here left to go. Colts looked very good on that particular play. Taylor now 35 receiving yards on the day. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. He'll get the carry on 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Finding some gaps here. He'll pick up 8 yards, and this will bring up a 2nd down and 2. Moves the football to the 22-yard line, and the Indianapolis Colts are starting to heat up right now. Colts on the move. 2nd down and 2 at the Houston 22. Indianapolis in scoring position now. So even here, they can score a field goal. They don't need points. Or they don't need to necessarily score a touchdown, but they can't walk off the field without points. 2nd down, shotgun formation. Michael Pittman Jr. on the move from the top of the screen out to the bottom. He's lined up in the slot. From the left hash, Jonathan Taylor will take the carry. He'll pick up the 1st down, and it's 1st and 10 from about the 18-yard line. 1st down, Indianapolis. The Colts are inside the red zone now, and the Houston Texans trying to protect the 20 yards remaining between the end of the red zone and the end zone. Okay. 1st and 10. Jonathan Taylor standing to the left of Daniel Jones. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Daniel Jones waits for the snap. Joshua Downs in motion from the left to the right of this formation. It's another handoff to Jonathan Taylor. This time, not going to have any success. No gain on the 1st and 10 play. This will bring up a 2nd down and 10. So no gain. 2nd down and 10. Football at the Houston 18-yard line. Jones can't throw this. Game's over, says just another collector. We'll see. We will see. Are racing possums a thing? Vidar, I do not know. What's going on, Crystal Padilla? What's going on, CMC you later? What's going on to my moderators? Welcome in, moderators. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for hanging out. Right now, the Indianapolis Colts are inside the Texans' red zone. Single back formation motion on the field this time. We've got the motion man is Drew Ogletree. Pressure coming in, a windup and a throw. The catch will be made. Looks like down at about the 11, and the catch is going to be made by Ogletree. So Andrew Ogletree going to make the grab, the 6'5", 260-pound tight end out of Youngstown State. Los Angeles just scored another touchdown with Davante Adams. Davante Adams going to break out the gritty here. 3rd down coming up now after the 7-yard grab by Ogletree, guys. It's 3rd down and 3. Shotgun coming up now. 3rd down and 3 from the Houston 11. Shotgun formation, a snap and a handoff to Jonathan Taylor, who will be just short. It's going to be a 4th down and inches. Oh, man. 4th down and inches, and you gotta go for it here. It does bring up a 4th down. Great stop by the Houston Texans. Looks like there might be an injury here on the field. Looks like Reed was injured on the play for the Houston Texans. This could take us to a commercial break. 4th down and inches. They're going to need to go for it, but there is an injury on the field, so there is no action happening right now with 10:28 left to go. Again, injury on the field, no action happening. 4th down and inches when we get back from whatever this injury is. When they get back from whatever this injury is. Okay, get well soon, Reed, says Courtney. Jalen Reed, the safety, 6 foot tall, just 22 years old. That is kind of a big loss right here for this secondary. So you're losing your free safety right now. Don't know what the injury is. He is holding his right knee and punching the ground right now. This could be an ACL situation, MCL, maybe, I don't know. We're just taking guesses, but he is visibly upset. They have officially cut to a commercial break, and I think the Houston Texans are just going to lose their starting free safety for the rest of this game, so that is going to be a problem for them. Okay. Commercial break. When we get back, it's 4th down and inches. The Indianapolis Colts are inside of the Houston Texans red zone. The Houston Texans just lost one of their key players right now, so he is down on the ground. He is visibly upset, punching the ground with his left hand. We see when players do that normally, it's a bad injury. And I don't want to speculate, but doesn't look good. Right now, the Indianapolis Colts, though, don't care about that. The Indianapolis Colts just want to score right now. They say injuries are just a part of football, and they would be right. Still, though, the Houston Texans are going to be tough to beat, even without their starting free safety. Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts are going to continue relying here on Jonathan Taylor. My guess is that on 4th down and 1, they're probably going to try to use Daniel Jones's frame here. 6'5" quarterback. I would not expect them to do anything besides keep the football on the ground, and whether they choose to do a quarterback sneak here on 4th down and inches with a 6'5" quarterback, probably the smart thing to do, or hand it off to their MVP caliber running back, also pretty good idea to do. I think that would be the right thing. The dumb thing to do would be to let Daniel Jones throw the football on 4th down and inches. I would rather them kick the football and get the 3 points than let Daniel Jones throw the football in this situation. Let him run it. He's big enough to run it and overpower some guys. Let Jonathan Taylor run it. Also, a smart option here. Looks like a $10 super chat coming in from St. Arntix saying, let's go Houston, crunch those Colts. Let's go. Bring back the 80s rules, says Patrick. Got a membership? Yes, this checks out. What's up? Hell yeah, super chat. Let's effing go, says Crystal Padilla. How many Jalen's are in the league? Wild, says Juana Love. A lot. There's a lot. There's a lot of Jalen's in the league for sure. A lot of Jalen's in the league for sure. Thank you, St. Arntix. Thank you very much, my friend. We are coming back from this commercial break. It is 4th down. Here we go, guys. Let's turn off the lo-fi and get locked in. It's a 4th down and 1. They are in a shotgun formation on 4th down and inches. The Indianapolis Colts put Tyler Warren a direct snap, and the snap is going to be fumbled. Oh, my goodness. They tried to get Q with it, and Shane Steichen's going to get fired, bro. I can't believe that just happened. Tyler Warren, they were going to do a direct snap to Tyler Warren. He was in motion. He jumped over, got under center. It was a bad snap. Warren didn't have his hands set during the snap, and the football just fell backwards. Jonathan Taylor tried to pick it up, but he got wrapped up by Kamari Lassiter. Daniel Jones too late there to push. He should have helped his running back a little sooner, but he didn't register what was happening quickly enough. It's a turnover on downs. That's a lot of words for me to just say that. Turnover on downs. 1st down, Houston Texans. And the Colts unable to get it. The Houston Texans defense, a crucial 4th down. Crucial 4th down stop right there. And it's a 1st and 10 for the Texans. 1st down, Houston. Here's the snap and a drop back from the 11-yard line. C.J. Stroud going to look to the second shelf. He throws it right back to the defense, and the Colts take it over. I think this is Cam Bynum who just intercepted it, and back to the Colts it goes. Oh, my gosh. So the Colts go for it on 4th down. The Texans defense gets a stop. The very next play, the Houston Texans with the football throw an interception intercepted by Cam Bynum, and it's Colts football once again. That is ridiculous. Put Davis Mills back in. Get C.J. Stroud out of here. That was a huge shot upfield, and he was looking for Xavier Hutchinson. Overshot him on that play. That was a bad throw, Stroud. That was a bad throw into double coverage. What'd you expect to happen? Anyways, 1st and 10. Just like that, Colts get the football back. They will be backed up this time to the 42-yard line, but it's still good field position. Here's a windup and a fire. Daniel Jones finds a soft spot right there, and this time Alec Pierce will make a big grab for 23 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis. 1st down, Colts. 9:51 left to go. Daniel Jones delivers a 19-yard rocket up the middle in between the hashes to Alec Pierce. Beautiful throw there. Beautiful catch. 1st and 10 coming up now from the 23-yard line. Indianapolis on the move once again. Kind of a crazy game going back and forth here. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. I know a lot of you didn't mean to forget to do it, but if you're listening and you haven't done it yet, be sure to smash that like button. Here's a run to the left-hand side. Looks like it'll be inside the red zone here from about the 23 to the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, 2nd down and 6. We're back inside the red zone, and the Colts have the football once again. Colts inside the Texans' red zone. 9 minutes left to go. C.J. Stroud looking, I don't know. He seems a little upset right there, but we're not focused on him right now. We're focused on Daniel Jones and this Indianapolis Colts offense that just squandered a last red zone trip. Could have had points, got nothing. Instead, they got a second chance. Shot to the end zone. This is going to be caught. That's a touchdown. Alec Pierce. A beautiful throw. A beautiful catch. And 19 yards out. It's a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts going to put 6 points on the board. Alec Pierce, what a catch, my guy. All scoring plays are reviewed, but that looked good to me, man. Wow, double coverage there as well. Nothing that Bullock or Lassiter could do. Alec Pierce, that's his second receiving touchdown this season. His 13th in his NFL career. The extra point attempt goes up. The extra point attempt is good. 8 minutes and 41 seconds left to go. It's now 7-3. Indianapolis Colts have the lead. All right, folks. Go blue, says Anthony. Where are my Colts fans at? Looking for my Colts fans here today. How many Colts fans do we have? Stroud is selling, says Jimin. I'm going to drop some Colts logos right now. If I see blue hearts, I will know that you are a Colts fan. Or if I see horses or something like that. Christopher saying here. There we go. Christopher's a Colts fan. Chris also a Colts fan, baby. Let's go. Mark, I see you. Mark out in here. We've got Ed Cross. Who else out here, guys? Oh, did they miss? They missed the extra point attempt. My bad, guys. The extra point attempt was no good. It doinked right there. My eyes off the screen. Kick was no good. Okay, Colts rule. I see you guys. Ancient Aliens. What is up? Beverly Miller. That one actually went off the left upright, guys. The kick was no good. The score is 6-3. That's a missed call by me. I apologize. Someone is saying missed field goal. It wasn't a field goal. It was an extra point attempt. So the score is 6-3 right now. Basically, the Colts scored 2 field goals. That's what I get for reading comments while calling plays at the same time. But yes, Saint, it was a missed extra point attempt. The Houston Texans down by just 3. Jaden checking in for the Colts. Chad checking in for the Colts. Peyton checking in for the Colts. And Reaper checking in for the Colts. What's going on? I've got Laird Bramble in the house. Go Colts, says Jaden. I've got Dari in the house as well. What's up, man? Elizabeth, I see you. Evolution, I see you. Mulmer, what's going on? Todd Tier saying that does help. That helps. It sure does. The Jason in the house from Pasadena, California. What's going on? Deanna checking in. Jason checking in. WTH, says Anthony Taylor. Crazy checking in for the Colts. We've got 6 a.m. Risper, Colts fan in Italy. Hello, my friend. Missing the free kick? Yeah. Sometimes, you know, that's crazy, man, because we do take those extra point attempts for granted. You literally just watched me do it. You literally just watched me do it. That extra point attempt, we always like to think, oh, well, that's going to be automatic. So I took my eyes off of it. The snap was good. The hold was good. The kick looked like it was going up. I took my eyes off before the actual call happened, and he missed the extra point attempt. You miss an extra point attempt, that opens the door for the other team. So I will be sure to make sure I complete these plays and drives all the way through, guys. No more missed calls for the rest of this season. That's my goal, but I appreciate you guys out here checking in. All of these Colts fans saying hello, hello, hello. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys and gals. Appreciate y'all. Here's the kickoff and the return, guys. Coming out to about the 35-yard line. There is a flag on the play here. Let's find out what this one is. Let's find out what this one is. So there's a flag. It's going to be a 1st and 10. It's also a change of possession. The Houston Texans now have the football. We are 8 minutes away from halftime and our trivia quiz. They're going to call this a penalty, looks like against the return team. So this is going to go against illegal formation against the Texans. Illegal formation, receiving team. That'll be a penalty. This will back them up 5 yards. So instead of being at the 38-yard line, they'll start this one at the 33. 1st and 10 at the 33 for the Houston Texans. Here we go. Colts need their regular kicker, says Iron Wolf. Every single high, says Daniel. What's going on, man? Okay. First and 10 at the Houston 33-yard line. I'm undefeated in college trivia. Pro trivia, not so good, says the Mr. Mojo. All right, we've got it coming up for you. ACORN back in the house. What up, ACORN? I see y'all in the chat, but I'm going to step away from the chat to call this game. I see a first and 10 on my TV screen. I've got motion on the field from Dalton Schultz to the bottom of the screen. He's lined up as the wide receiver. Single back formation. It is Nick Chubb who was in as the single back. It's going to be a handoff to Chubb. Actually, it's a handoff to Woody Marks. Woody Marks back in. He went to the locker room. He had some kind of something. Had to be escorted back to the locker room. Maybe he had the dookie. You never know. It's a 1-yard pickup, second down and 9. Maybe a second down and 10. No gain right here according to my TV screen. So we're going to go with that. Second down and 10. No pickup here for Woody Marks. Break. And the Texans line up once again. This time, C.J. Stroud in a shotgun formation, waits for the snap right here. Motion on the field. Stroud against the blitz. A quick blitz coming in. The catch is made, though. Slant route is good. That's good for about 15 yards. And that'll be a catch for Nico Collins. Nico Collins, first and 10. Moves the football to the Houston 49. Moves the football out to the Houston 49. So shy of midfield, looks to the right, throws to the right. Catch is made. Looks like out to the 50-yard line. Dalton Schultz will pick up a yard. Second down and 9. Clock is going to continue to tick right now. Okay. All right, all right. Second down and 9. Sorry, guys. I just call it like I see it. You never know. Second down and 9. Woody Marks back in this game. The Houston Texans with the football at midfield. An I formation this time. C.J. Stroud under center. Today he's completed 8 of 13 passes for 98 yards. He'll toss this to the left-hand side, and Woody Marks will go forward. He'll be brought down across midfield at about the 47-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Stops the clock with 6:52. Let's hear the call. Holding against the defense, guys. That'll be a 5-yard penalty. Grover Stewart going to be charged for the hold right here, and this will be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down for the Houston Texans. This will move them to the Indianapolis 42-yard line. A defensive hold on this one, huh? Okay. I guess that's the right call. Poor Grover Stewart. Made a mistake on this one, and it will result in a Texans first down at the 42-yard line. Here's a bounce to the left-hand side. Woody Marks, the 30, the 25. Woody Marks down at the 26-yard line will pick up 16 yards. That's good for a Houston Texans first down. And if Nick Cross wasn't there, that would have been a touchdown for sure. The safety making a big stop here for the Indianapolis Colts. Oh, man, Nick Cross making a touchdown-saving tackle there. Woody Marks was gone, bro. Good run by Woody. Is Nick Chubb the buzz to Woody here? Okay, shotgun formation. 26-yard line. Looks like Kirk going to the top of the screen, looking that way. Going to wind up and throw into double coverage again to Aiden Hutchinson. Don't know why he is forcing Xavier Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson. Wrong football team, wrong position. Xavier Hutchinson, the intended receiver on that play. That pass incomplete. 5:54 left to go. Okay. Code Brown, says TM Martin. That's what they say at the hospital. That's what they say at the hospital. Second down and 10, shotgun formation. Nick Chubb in on this play. They've got 2 receivers at the top of the screen. C.J. Stroud will fake the handoff. Goes to the right-hand side from the 26. He fires. The catch is made. Going into the end zone. They're going to say he stepped on the line at the 4-yard line. Nico Collins makes the grab. It's first and 10. Here's the replay. Yeah, he stepped out at the 5. So out at the 5-yard line. Good call from the official. It's a 1st and goal coming up. Houston Texans inside the red zone. Houston Texans knocking on the door right now. Okay, Colts got a stop earlier in this one. Can they get a stop again? Houston Texans knocking on the door. They've put the football at the 4-yard line. It's a single back formation. And looks like Nick Chubb is in on this play. Motion on the field. Here's the snap and a toss to Nick Chubb. Top of the screen. Chubb gets all the way in. He finds the pylon. He scores! Touchdown! Houston Texans! Houston Texans will score a touchdown. Nick Chubb gonna get the 4-yard touchdown run. Drive-by paint job right there for number 21. Okay. Good job by Nick Chubb to get the game-leading touchdown here. The score is now 9-6. Here comes the extra point attempt, and we will make sure that the extra point attempt actually goes through this time. Lining up on the left hash for the extra point attempt. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, and the kick is good. This time, it is actually good, and the score is 10-6. Houston Texans with the lead. Texans have the lead, 10-6. Indianapolis Colts trail by 4. They are home favorites in this one. Scores across the NFL at the bottom of the screen, guys. Brandon in the house. TD rock and roll, says Andy TN64. I highly doubt it, says Charles. I highly doubt it. Yeah, baby, says I am David. Let's go from Nacogdoches, Texas. What's going on, Jerry? Appreciate you. Thanks for checking in. 5:08 left to go. I got to take some time off my board here. We are a few minutes away from halftime, y'all. We are a few minutes away from halftime. Eric's saying to let's go hit that like button. Let's go take a look, man. We'll take a look at this. I have not peeked my eyes onto the analytics yet for this game, so let's do that here really quick. Looks like almost 3,000 people watching, under 500 likes. All right, that's cool. That's cool. We'll work our way in. That's fine. No worries there. Interesting to see those numbers, though. What's up, guys? What's up? Don't worry. I'm not offended. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I know how this goes. Let me take a look at something else here. Been trying to get a couple of numbers adjusted or changed here as far as, like, our subscriber watch time from subscribers. 80% of this channel watch time is from people who are not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, I know, I bring it up all the time, but I'll show you guys the graphic here later. Right now, it doesn't matter. Right now, I just appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Glad you mentioned the like button. Normally, it's the first thing I click. I forgot today, says Fox. It happens. Sometimes people forget. Sometimes they do forget. Ronnie's saying to subscribe. I'm not going to, no. I'm not going to ask or beg for the subscribers, at least not yet, not today. But I am going to say, just stick around, give me a little bit of your time, and welcome to the almost 3,000 people watching this live stream. Almost 3,000 people watching this live stream. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here's my shaka to y'all, right? Rock and roll. Love it. I want Texans to beat the Colts so the Jags become first in the AFC South. Duval says Mustangs. Thank you very much, Jay Sleepy Eyes. I see you out there. Jay Sleepy Eyes. Mustangs wants the Colts to beat the Jags. Let's see. Courtney, I see you. Lawrence, I see you. Kevin, what is up? 8-7, 8-7. Cleveland, says Regio. Let's go. Colts lose, then dislike. Just kidding, says Anthony Taylor. All right, folks, back to the action. Ronnie, thank you very much, sir. 80%? Question mark? Bots? I don't know. I don't think bots are giving me tens of thousands of hours of watch time a week there. I think some people are just a little hesitant because, you know, people don't like to change up the algorithm, and when you subscribe to a new channel, YouTube will start pushing that creator's content out here. I'm sure there are a lot of people who hang out, you know, and I'm watching this start to bounce right now. Thank you guys on the subscriber side. I appreciate that. But yeah, about 80% of the watchers on this channel not subscribed right now, and that's okay, man. I understand. Commitment is scary, but we're here to have some fun. Right now, forget about Football Nation. Let's focus on football. 1st and 10. Colts with the football at the 23-yard line, lined up on the right hash. Indianapolis with possession. A snap and a drop back here. Surveying, airing this out. Daniel Jones upfield. Catch is made. Alec Pierce again. Out to the 40-yard line. That's good for a first down. First down, Indianapolis. Out to the 40. Big catch here. That's a 17-yard gain. This moves the football from the Indianapolis 23 out to the Indianapolis 40-yard line. Call it the 41. Big catch by Alec Pierce on that play. Confidence of Daniel Jones to just air that thing out and know that Alec Pierce could get up there. He reached to the top shelf, ladies and gentlemen. Big jump for Alec Pierce, big catch. 41-yard line, a little play action. Again, Daniel Jones will air it out. This time Tyler Warren gets wrapped up. Almost a face mask there. No call for it, though. Second down and 6. 4 minutes and 12 seconds here left to go. They're showing a couple highlights right now, and that's an easy touchdown there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tristan Wirfs. First receiving touchdown of his career. You heard that right. Tristan Wirfs eligible on that play. Tristan Wirfs got his first career receiving touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today. Second down and 6. Second down and 6, a shotgun formation. Tyler Warren lining up as a wide receiver at the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap against the 4-man rush. Daniel Jones, a rocket out to the 43-yard line. Michael Pittman Jr. makes the grab. Brought down by Bullock, but not before picking up the first down, Indianapolis. First and 10, Indianapolis out to the Houston 42. Colts across midfield. Good catch. No yards after the catch, but a big gain nevertheless. So first and 10 at the Houston 42-yard line. Daniel Jones calling something out to the left-hand side, calling out to the right-hand side. Back in the shotgun formation, Jones has completed 8 of 12 today. 8 of 12 today. Here comes the drop back. The 4-man rush comes in. A wind-up and a dropped pass. Incomplete pass right there. Second down and 10 will stop the clock with 12:56. Second down and 10. What's going on? Don't drop the football. Did he? Awesome. I got my football here. This is my football, baby boy. Okay, second down and 10, little man. He's watching this game. You ready to watch this game? Second down and 10. 43-yard line, Sammy. They're at the 43. Shotgun formation. Ooh, my TV screen just went blank. I don't know if anyone else's went blank, but there's a pass. It's going to go to the bottom of the screen. It's incomplete. Third down. Incomplete pass. Do you like the incomplete pass? Third down and 10, 2:51 left to go. Third down and 10, 2:51 left to go. Okay. All right, little man. So I think he's rooting for the Houston Texans today. He's rooting and tooting right now. Future announcer, says the Mr. Mojo. Hi, baby boy. He's looking at the ceiling. He's looking at the lights on the ceiling here. Third down. That Guardian cap of Jalen Petrie is hilarious. It makes his head look like Marvin the Martian. Okay, third down and 10. From the 43-yard line, here's the snap and handoff to Jonathan Taylor. And on third down, it looks like a 1-yard pickup. Maybe no gain. Great stop there by the Houston Texans. It's fourth down, and the clock will continue to tick. No, you're great. Mwah. Love you, little guy. You got him? Okay. That was cute. That was super cute. Fourth down, ladies and gentlemen. The Houston Texans get a stop. So if you're a Texans fan, that's your new luck. That's your new good luck charm right here. And his name is Sammy. Looks like they are lining up. No way. No way. They're lining up to go for it here on fourth down and 10. Motion on the field. Jonathan Taylor, play clock down to 5. They're just trying to get a hard count. They're not actually going to do it. Double zeros on the clock. Duh. 2:04 here left to go. 2:04 here left to go. It will be a delay of game flag on the play against the Colts. Delay of game. And we're going to get a punt. Another punt for Indianapolis. There we go. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. He is pretty dang cute, that's for sure. Okay. Indianapolis Colts, fourth down and 15 after the penalty. This puts them outside of no man's land, or even deeper in no man's land, I guess. It's a delay of game. They're backed up to the 47-yard line. They're going to punt this thing away. And Rigoberto Sanchez to punt this away. We'll get to the 2-minute warning here in just a second. Actually, they got to the 2-minute warning here now. So 2-minute warning. When we get back, we'll have the punt. When we get back, it'll be the 2-minute warning. And they're cutting to a commercial break. Okay, folks, give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off my microphone and crush these little bacon strips that I got here because it's going to carry me throughout the rest of this live stream. Actually, you know what? It can wait. I think it can actually wait. Let's find out who the newbies are. DJ Gene beat me to it, man. DJ Gene beat me to it. If you are new, drop 5 emojis. DJ Gene saying, show me your noobs. Show me your noobs, guys. Where are my newbies at? What's up, guys? Thank you all so much. We're at the 2-minute warning. We will get a punt when we get back from this commercial break. Looking for the newbies here. Drop 5 emojis, and I'll give you guys your official shout-out here on the channel. Liam, what's going on with the thumbs up? What up, Liam? Fist bumps to you, big dog. Let's go. Rusty in the house. What up, Rusty? I see you with the flex and the money bag. I see you, Rusty. Ed Cross. Hello, red shirt freshman. I see that you are gifted a Football Nation membership. Ringo Dingo. What up, Ringo Dingo? I see Alan in the house. I see Javelin in the house. Thank you, Eric. Cheers to you, sir. Benito Reyes. Welcome in, Benito. Harlan Malone. Rock and roll, Harlan Malone. Kurt Sawchuk. Mr. Kurt Sawchuk is in the house. Trenton saying, I've been watching Football Nation for a minute. What up, Trenton Bowling? Appreciate you, my friend. Alexander is in the house. I'm a long-timer, says John Nichols. What up, John Nichols? Welcome to all the new people, says Space Explorer. Welcome to all the newbies, says Country Kisses. Brandon, what is up, my friend? Aaron, what's going on, my friend? Take your time, brother. Go ahead and get your food in, says Joe Breeding. Thank you, Joe. I will hear in just a second. I see Graham in the house, Anthony Taylor in the house, Marvin Lewis in the house. Welcome to all of the newbies. Evelyn, welcome. Lawrence, welcome. Appreciate you guys. Blaze is checked in, first time right now. A touchdown member, says Eugene Badillo. Not according to my numbers, but I appreciate you checking in, Eugene. I see Taj Cypress checking in right now. Saint Arntix in the house. Scott in the house. I see those St. Arntix. Second stream, happy to be here. Thank you very much, Saint. How do you become a touchdown member, I mean to say? Eugene, that would be something more appropriate for one of my moderators to maybe help you out on this one. Eugene, thank you for checking in. Joe, thank you. Mr. Maldonado, appreciate you guys. Walkie and JN, we are done with our commercial break. I'm a soldier. Thank you for checking in. Commercial break is over. It is time for this punt that we have been waiting on. So 4th down and 15, coming back with the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes here left to go. Punt team out for the Indianapolis Colts. Let's see where this takes us. The snap, the boot. This one goes back to Houston. This one going to take a bounce, and into the end zone it goes. They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. TJ Watt in the announcer booth for this one. Interesting. TJ Watt out there. Yo, what's up? This is Charles Alford. What's going on, Charles Alford? Yo, Mario, missed you Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, Dawn. I'm sorry. Is Trey McBride injured? Asks Vidar. I don't know. Brando, I see you. I see you, sir. I see you, my friend. You sure work a lot. I'm glad you noticed, bro. I'm glad you noticed because, yes, I do. You got to make hay while the sun is shining. Football season is the shortest of all the North American sports seasons, so get them in while you can. A wind up and a throw on 1st and 10 from the 20, gets out to the 30. That's good for a first down. It's Dalton Schultz on the other side of that pass. 1:41 left to go. No timeout's going to be taken. 2nd down. That's actually 1st down. Out to the 31-yard line. That 11-yard pickup here for Dalton Schultz was good enough for a Houston Texans first down. First down for the Texans. 1st and 10, break. CJ Stroud waits for the snap. Shotgun, 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom at the 39. The Houston Texans with the football in control right here. Looks like they did use a timeout. They have 2 remaining. Looks to the right, throws to the right. Woody Marks makes the catch out of the backfield. But you can see everyone on the Colts sideline saying, keep the clock ticking. He was tackled inbounds, and he sure was. 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10, the clock is ticking. It's actually 2nd down and 7 after a 3-yard gain by Woody Marks. Football now out to the 34-yard line. Houston Texans. Here is the snap, dropping back. Stroud to the left-hand side. Catch will be made. Going to break the challenge here, and this time it's good enough for 14. It's actually 11. I can't math, but it's still good enough for a 1st down. Catch made by Nico Collins. 38 seconds left to go. 2nd timeout will be taken here. Houston Texans stop the clock again. This time the football comes out past the 40-yard line from the Houston 34. An 11-yard pickup out to the Houston 45. The Houston Texans just shy of midfield. The Houston Texans are just shy of midfield right now. Let's get my graphics situated. 39 seconds left to go. They've put 1 more second on the clock here. Houston Texans sitting at 6-5. Indianapolis Colts sitting at 8-3 here. 1st and 10. Play clock down to 16 already, so the clock is ticking. The play clock is ticking. They're lined up in a shotgun with 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. From the left hash at the 45-yard line, C.J. Stroud going to air this out. It's a big shot upfield. Overthrown, intended for Nico Collins. Incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10, 31 seconds left to go. Incomplete. Here we go. Someone looking for an interception. What's going on, Salton C? Welcome in. Todd Tier saying 55-yard line. When you have kids, you have to work a lot, says Lawrence. That is fact, man. That is fact, sir. The score is 10-6. The Indianapolis Colts missed the extra point attempt, but they did score a touchdown in this one. A shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. C.J. Stroud of the Houston Texans. A pump fake here. He's in trouble. Got to get rid of this. That pass incomplete. It's a 3rd down and 10 with 24 seconds left to go. 3rd down and 10, and C.J. Stroud looking for a roughing the passer call. Not going to get it here. 10-6. Big game for both teams right now. Food is pretty universal, says Todd Tier Facts. Who's at the half? 10-3. That is Jacksonville Jaguars and Tennessee Titans down at the bottom of the screen. But if that numbers and those things look too small for you at the bottom of the screen, guys, those bottom numbers at the bottom of the screen, or these numbers over here, you can put your fingers on the screen and zoom in, guys. 3rd down and 10, a wind up and a throw. It's going to be caught. It ends inside of the field of play. There's no timeout being called here. Clock continues to tick, and I think this might take us to halftime, guys. It's a 4th down and 2, and I think they're just going to be cool with it. Time will stop with 2 seconds, so Kaimi Fairbairn going to line up to kick a 1,000,000-yard field goal. What is this going to be? So from the 48, from the 47, it's going to be a 65-yarder? A 65-yard field goal coming up for the Houston Texans right now. Okay. 65-yard field goal attempt coming up for the Houston Texans. This would be insane if Kaimi Fairbairn knocked this thing back. And, of course, they call a timeout here. Timeout has been called. The Colts want a moment. No timeouts remaining for the Houston Texans. Colts take a quick little timeout. The ball is juiced, says the Mr. Mojo. Tho saying no way. Anthony saying block that kick. Saint Arctic saying that it's going to be a fake. Kaimi Fairbairn's longest field goal ever was back in 2021 in Week 14 against the Seattle Seahawks. That was 61 yards. This is 4 yards farther than that. 4th down and 2. Fairbairn still on the sideline, and they're actually lined up to go for it, so they're not going to kick the field goal. They're lined up in the shotgun, and C.J. Stroud is going to step up through the pocket. Stroud on 4th down and 2, going to air this thing out. It's going to be incomplete. And so they go for a throw up field instead of trying to kick a 65-yarder. The result of the play is an incomplete pass. It is going to take us to halftime. So let's go to halftime. All right, guys, that's it. After the first 30 minutes of gameplay, the score is 10-6. Houston Texans with a 4-point lead, but I've got a trivia quiz for you, so let's jump into that. All right, folks, let's start here with our trivia quiz. This is one of my favorite things that we do on this channel. I hope you guys enjoy these trivia quizzes. We make them with you in mind. We make them with you guys in mind. So let's start with question number 1. Question number 1, why on earth is this my trivia quiz still? I could have sworn I swapped this one out. Okay, let's try this again. Do I not have my... There we go, Texans and Colts. Okay. Let's do this again. Ready? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a trivia quiz for you. I screwed that one up. Let's do this again. I've got 10 questions coming up right now for y'all. And this should be fun. Please tell me I plugged in the right one. Okay. The Texans beat the Buffalo Bills by how many points last week? Last week, the Houston Texans beat the Buffalo Bills by how many points? A, B, or C? 3, 4, or 7? Do you guys remember the game last week? Do you guys remember the game last week between the Bills and the Texans? What was the final score? The final score, 23-19. The Houston Texans won that game. Josh Allen, over 250 passing yards. He had 2 interceptions in that game. The Houston Texans defense did a great job. Davis Mills with 2 passing touchdowns. Nico Collins had himself a good game. It was a good day. And the Houston Texans are riding that high coming into this one. Question number 2, guys. The Colts mascot, Blue, debuted against the Texans in which year? Is it 2000, 2003, or 2006? I can tell you that by process of elimination, if you know when the Houston Texans came into the NFL, one of those answers may not even be possible. The answer can't be A, because it can't. 2006 was when Blue made his debut against the Houston Texans. Just so you know, he was introduced on September 17th, Colts regular season home game in 2006. Okay, guys, let's move on to the next one here. How many numbers have been retired for the NFL's newest franchise? How many numbers have the Houston Texans retired in franchise history? 0, 1, or 2? 0, 1, or 2. How many numbers have been retired for the Houston Texans in franchise history? Okay. The youngest team in NFL history, guys, they have not retired any numbers. Not T.J. Watt's number, not David Carr's number. Nobody's number has been retired. They have not had a single person have their jersey up in the rafters. Okay, that's a fact, guys. Question number 4. What year did the Indianapolis Colts draft Jonathan Taylor? Was it A, in 2019? Was it B, in 2020? Or was it C, 2021? What year did the Indianapolis Colts draft Jonathan Taylor? JT, man, do y'all remember? Do you know? The answer, Jonathan Taylor has been a part of this team since the year 2020, guys. He was drafted, interestingly enough, not even in the first round. He was the second-round pick, picked 41 overall by the Indianapolis Colts out of Wisconsin. Just so you know. Okay, question number 5 coming up here, guys. Who holds the Houston Texans' all-time record for the most solo tackles in franchise history? Is it A, J.J. Watt? Is it B, Brian Cushing? Or is it C, D'Amico Ryans? Who holds the franchise record for the most solo tackles in team history? 3 seconds. No penalties for wrong answers. Would you believe that it is your head coach making that same pose right here? D'Amico Ryans with 479 solo tackles has the most solo tackles in Houston Texans franchise history, and he is the head coach of this unit. Question number 6. Question number 6. Who was leading the Colts in receiving yards this season entering today's game? Is it A, Alec Pierce? Is it B, Tyler Warren? Or is it C, Michael Pittman Jr.? Who was leading the Colts in receiving yards this season entering today's game? We talked about this during our pregame. We did talk about this during our pregame, guys. The answer is Tyler Warren. 662 receiving yards for Tyler Warren, 611 for Alec Pierce, 603 for Michael Pittman Jr., and then a big drop-off down to Josh Downs. Tyler Warren is that guy. I heard something pop off in my headphones here. Looks like a super chat came in right now from Matt. What's up? Yeah, it's me, Matt. Appreciate you. Next question, guys. Which of these teams does the Texans have a 24-24 record against in franchise history? So think about that. That is 50 games played, right? They play all of these teams twice, so this is over the existence of them. It's a divisional opponent. Is it the Titans, the Jaguars, or the Colts? Tied evenly, 24-24 in history against this team. Nothing separating the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Can you believe that? A story of two very opposite teams right now. Two very opposite teams going in very opposite directions, but that's just the way it is. Okay, question number 8. Who holds the Colts franchise record for the most career rushing touchdowns? Is it Edgerrin James? Is it Lenny Moore? Or is it Jonathan Taylor? Which of those 3 names leads the team in career rushing touchdowns? You've got 7 seconds. All right, guys, what do you think? Edgerrin James, Lenny Moore? Okay, well, according to the research, it's Jonathan Taylor. Let me just double check my stats right now. 64, 65th. Let me just double check this. Yes. Okay, so literally, I gotta break that down. It is Jonathan Taylor. That record was just broken. CJ Stroud has been featured in commercials for which restaurant chain, guys? CJ Stroud, is he in an Olive Garden commercial, an Applebee's commercial, or in a Chili's commercial? Which of these 3? Which of these 3? What do you think the answer is, guys? You've probably seen the commercials on your side. I'm actually plugging in the answer to the last one there for the Jonathan Taylor one that I asked. I'm putting in some information in the chat right now. Okay, guys, the answer is Applebee's. CJ Stroud was in an Applebee's commercial. He's been out there on a few different times. You see that one with him. He's like a waiter at the Applebee's, and then the general manager is Dan Quinn, which I thought was hilarious. Okay, question number 10, our final question here, guys. How many times did Peyton Manning receive a Pro Bowl selection during his time with the Indianapolis Colts? 11, 12, or 13? Peyton Manning. How many times has he been selected to the Pro Bowl? 11, 12, or 13 times? The answer, I know, it is 11, guys. Steve got that one right. Steve might have been the only guy who got that one right. Well done, Steve. Well done. 11 is the correct answer, y'all. How did y'all do on that trivia quiz? Because I feel like that one done messed you guys up. I feel like Santino smacked y'all over the head with that trivia quiz. How did you guys do? How did you guys do? We do have a trivia quiz coming up this Wednesday, folks. This Wednesday, I will have a trivia quiz for you guys. I know there is no football. I'm actually going to turn this down because I really want you guys to hear this right now. Okay, you'll notice that in the description of my video down below, there is a link down there that says quiz game or quiz app down there. That is an app called Sway, and I am partnering with Sway to host trivia on their platform. I will literally be the host of a trivia game every week on Wednesdays. Should be 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Those trivia games are single elimination, which means I will ask you 12 trivia questions. Trust me, they are actually easy. I want you guys to win. And if you watch Football Nation, you've probably seen literally all of the questions that I'm going to have out there because we pulled from our data bank of questions that we've used in the past 2 years. So, the point being is that on Wednesdays, every week on the Sway platform, you can download it using the link in the description down below. There will be a prize pool. It is free to play, or at least when you sign up, you're given credits and tokens so that you can play. $500 in the prize pool of real money that you can win on that platform if you guys sign up to play and check me out on that one. So this Wednesday, keep your eye out on it Wednesday morning, guys. Those of you who are signed up for the email chain, I will remind you, and I will remind you, and I will remind you, and I will remind you because we want people to join us and check out what we're doing there. It's going to be different. It is going to be a little bit different, and it is much faster, guys. $500 prize pool out there, and it's not just one winner. If we have 5, 10, 15 winners, or however many it is, you guys will divide up those right there. But if you get even one question wrong, you will be eliminated. So it will go true to form, easy to difficult over those 12 questions. I am super fired up for that game, guys. I cannot wait. The app is called Sway. It is made by Rocky Road Games. It is a trusted, verified platform that you can find on the Google Play Store, and I believe you can find it out there in the Apple Store as well. But link in the description down below. Okay. Mark saying that the dummy did not try to score before the end of the half. Facts. I haven't sent email and didn't get answer. I have sent email and didn't get answer, says Janet Jones. Email to where, Janet? Email to what now? Email to where? Email to what? I'll check my Wix right now. Looking for comments from Janet Jones. Let's do it right now. Let's see. Janet says she sent an email. Janet Jones, you did send an email on November 28th. That was 2 days ago. Thank you very much. I did get your email. Sorry, I read your email. I haven't had a chance to respond again. It's the holidays. You messaged me on Black Friday. I had 2 games. I had 3 games today, and I'm the only one who takes care of this, so I don't have anybody else reading these emails for me. But I did indeed get your email, Janet. Thank you very much. Here, I'll type a response right now for you. And I'm going to even take a picture. We're going to take a photo, and I'm going to send it to you. It's going to say, hi, Janet. It's going to say, hi, Janet. Oh, that's a video. I got to take a photo. Look, you're out here in the chat somewhere, and you see a very green face right there. Okay, I want you to know that I do read all of the emails, guys. Anything that comes in, I promise you guys I'll read it. If I don't get a chance to respond in real time, I do apologize. Again, we're so super busy. Here you go, Janet. The second half is just now getting started, guys. 14 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. Just wanted to do a quick shout out to you, Janet. Thanks for sending us that message there. Okay, let's put time back on the board. Let's get back to the action for this game. Second half just now getting started. I got a lot of emails out here, guys. I do read all of them, I promise. I just don't have a chance to respond to everything. Sometimes it's as simple as that. B Bowles asking, what is your email? You can find my contact information on the website, footballnationusa.com. In the meantime, here's a 1st and 10 and a handoff to the right-hand side. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Gets this clock ticking once again. Woody Marks to the right-hand side. Not picking up anything here. So let's get locked back into this game here. Thank you, Jamie. Cheers to you. B Bowles, you can find my email at footballnationusa.com, my friend. You can find my email on footballnationusa.com under the contact tab. 2nd down and 10, 14 minutes and 20 seconds. A shotgun formation, 2 receivers left. We've got 2 to the right now. C.J. Stroud pointing into the defense. Play clock down to 8. Looking left, doesn't like it. Looks to the right. Catch is made. Looks like this time Dalton Schultz going to fight his way forward. I got the hiccups. 3rd down and 1 coming up right there. A 9-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 right there. 3:42 a.m. here. I'm getting tired, says Allen. DJ Jean saying 10 and 8 Niners, question mark. What game is on tonight, asked user. We've got the Broncos playing tonight. It's going to be a problem for the Washington Commanders without Jaden Daniels. 3rd down and 1, a quarterback sneak, and it looks like they will pick it up. That's good for a 1st down, Houston. 1st down for the Houston Texans here. How do you miss an extra point? That's embarrassing, saying Alive Inside. Tryptophan, says Roy Williams. Okay. Watching the Browns game right now, says Shoop. Come on and shoot, baby doop. Longhorns did crush it, Marvin Merriman. Here we go, folks. 1st and 10. 37-yard line. The Houston Texans with the football. Looks like a single back formation. Motion on the field as a man goes to the top of the screen. It's Christian Kirk on the run. It's a snap and a handoff to Woody Marks. Marks takes the football from the 38-yard line out to the 39. It's a 1-yard gain and a 2nd down and 9. Clock is ticking once again. It slows down for nobody. Eugene, hello. Jeff Garcia, what's going on? I see Beverly Miller in the house. TM Martin, Carla in the Hurst. Carla Hurst, hello, welcome in. Carla Hurst in the house. Space Explorer still with us. Shazam Gaming in the house with us. 2nd down and 9. Shotgun formation. From the 39-yard line, motion on the field on the outside area here. Going to wind up and throw. Catch is made again by Dalton Schultz, getting that football forward for a gain of 5. Down at the 36-yard line. Excuse me, the 44-yard line. From the 39 to the 44. 5-yard gain. 3rd down and 4. So the Houston Texans approaching midfield right now. 3rd down and 4. The Indianapolis Colts trying to do some defense here. Colts looking for some defense. 3rd down and 9. Shotgun and motion on the field from Christian Kirk to the bottom of the screen. Looking to the bottom of the screen, changing his mind. C.J. Stroud's in trouble, steps up through the pocket, will wind up and throw to Dalton Schultz. He makes the grab. 1st down, Houston. And the Texans will pick up the big 1st down there. Dalton Schultz good for 9. Moves the football out to the Houston 47. No, it's the Indianapolis Colts 47. We have officially crossed midfield. The Houston Texans from their own 44 to the Colts 47. It's 1st and 10. It is 1st and 10. Go Texans, says Space Explorer. Eric Dexter saying, let's go Texans. Texans, here's the snap and a handoff. Looks like around the left guard. A good strong run for Woody Marks on 1st and 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2. This moves them out to the Indianapolis 39, and now the Colts continue to back up right now. The Atlanta Falcons up, let's see, on a break, catching up, need to check scores. Marvin Merriman, I've got scores at the bottom of the screen for you here as well, but don't feel pressured to stick around. Do whatever feels right for you. We'll be here when you get back. 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Texans 10, Colts 6. Texans with the football in Colts territory. A snap, a handoff. Woody Marks is going to be driven backwards. It's going to be a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 3. Well done by the Indianapolis Colts defense. Well done by the Indianapolis Colts defense right there. If I said the Carolina Panthers were up by 3 over the LA Rams in the 3rd quarter, would you believe me? because the Carolina Panthers are up by 3 midway through the third quarter. The Miami Dolphins are also 16-0 over the New Orleans Saints. San Francisco 49ers up 10-8 over the Cleveland Browns. Cool. Shotgun formation, 41-yard line. Motion on the field from Christian Kirk right here. Texans with the football. Here comes the snap and a 4-man rush. C.J. Stroud finds a soft spot. Catch is made at the 25. That's a catch by Xavier Hutchinson. That's good for a first down, Houston Texans. This moves them from the 40 out to the 25 in Indianapolis Colts territory. 1st and 10. Believe, yes and no, says BP. My husband's team, go Niners, says Beverly. Stroud is the GOAT, says the Mr. Mojo. Country Kisses saying, give it to Nico. I formation, a snap, a play action, and C.J. Stroud being chased here. He'll wind up and throw, hits the man in motion, and that is Cade Stover for 11 yards. This puts them inside the red zone. It's a first down, Houston. Houston Texans pick up a big first down right here. That puts them inside of the Colts red zone. Will they be able to score? Could have been a penalty, says Mark McKay. Sent Mario an email, says B-Bowls. B-Bowls, we'll check that here after our triple header. I'll do it. I'll check it, and I promise I'll respond, B-Bowls. C.J. Stroud, single back formation, waiting for it. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. This time looks like Nick Chubb will gain nothing. It's a second down. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Colts complete trash, and I lost my money, says Pan Pan. Not over yet, Pan Pan. Not over yet. Scores across the league at the bottom of the screen, guys. Scores across the league at the bottom of the screen. Our score in this game above my head. Houston Texans with 10, Indianapolis Colts with 6. Indianapolis Colts backed up to their own 15-yard line. Texans laying it on thick. A 4-man rush comes in from the 15-yard line on 2nd down. A shot to the end zone. Almost picked off there. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 7:33. 3rd down and 10, and the Colts are looking to get a stop here. A 3rd down would be huge. A 3rd down stop here would be huge. They only need to get to the 4-yard line. They don't need to score a touchdown. So let's see what the Houston Texans decide to do on this play. 3rd down and 10 with 7.5 minutes left to go in the third. Lots of applause right here for both sides. Steichen on camera. They cut to the field. From the 15-yard line, C.J. Stroud directing traffic. He takes the snap. He drops back. Looks left. Looks right. In trouble on the scramble. He'll be smashed. That's a sack lunch for C.J. Stroud. That's good for the Colts defense. 4th down and 22. The Colts defense steps up huge right there. That wasn't even a blitz. Adebawore is there on the bag. So, good tackle right there by number 95. 4th down and 21. Kaimi Fairbairn out to kick the field goal. This time it's going to be, looks like a 43-yard attempt from in between the hashes. Here's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is barely good, but it is good, and they will put points on the board. 6:47 here left to go, and the Texans get 3 points on the board. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Tight, tight, tight. Another commercial break. Let's effing go, says Eric Dexter. Let's go, Eric Dexter. Let's go. Chiefs fans saying, please don't spoil. Stroud looks like Tyga. Tyga? He looks like Tyga? I'm tired of seeds. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And then they're going to say, well, that's too damn bad. Sorry. Time Uptown. What's up? What's up, Cool as a Fan? How you doing, my friend? Super Pooper Dexter, says Joseph. Texans in the house hoping for the major. Stafford intercepted 3 times today? What? Okay, that's crazy, Manuel. Stafford intercepted 3 times. Hey, I will say, J.C. Horn has been an absolute force for the Carolina Panthers. Is he the man who's causing the issues here? Because J.C. Horn absolutely earning that paycheck. For sure, for sure. That is correct, country. That is correct. Go Texans, says I am David. Football with a pacifier. Precious, says Jules. You hear that right before the spit? Right before the spit can, says Marva Merriman. So much for Stafford MVP, says Kai Nguyen. B Bulls, I see you, my friend. I see the A&M. I see the Cowboys. I see the Spurs. I see the Eagles. I see more Cowboys. And I see a first down. B Bulls. What's up, my friend? Tell me Tyga and Stroud don't look exactly alike. I can't picture Tyga in my head, but I can picture CJ Stroud. Panthers secondary, man. Wow, says love y'all. Love you too, love y'all. Thanks for checking in, man. Shout out to Montana. Welcome in, Montana. Will Anderson, watch out for him. We should watch out for Will Anderson. Okay, folks, we are in the middle of a commercial break, and I know I am rambling and just chatting with the chat right now, just talking with you guys here. Let's give you guys a little bit of value here. The Houston Texans right now, this is their schedule for the next 5 weeks in case you did not know. So the Texans do have to play the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football next week. I will be live for the Texans-Chiefs game next week. Cardinals going to Houston, won't cover that. Raiders going to Houston, won't cover that. Week 17 and 18, this will give us a better picture of the playoffs. There's a good chance that we may cover at least one of these two games here for that. On the other side, the Indianapolis Colts have to play the Jaguars. That's a divisional matchup. Then they've got 2 more games here in the NFC West and 2 more divisional matchups. The Colts, it is their division to lose right now. The Colts will bring this kick out to the, looks like just the 21-yard line. A bad kickoff return here. Indianapolis Colts get the football back. It's 1st and 10 after the successful field goal by the Houston Texans. 6:47 left to go. Okay. Happy Sunday to you, Chef on the Fly. I see you, Steve. No still buys left. We do have buys next week. It'll be the final week of bye weeks. So if you're doing fantasy football, keep an eye out for those. Here's a snap and a handoff. Looks like Jonathan Taylor on 1st and 10 gets absolutely nothing. He might even lose a yard. 2nd down and 11. We'll start the clock once again. I do have the schedule ready for next week here as well. I can bring up next week's schedule here momentarily. Colts have a hard time last 6 games, says Allen. They really have Eric Dexter big time with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay. 2nd down and 11, 6 minutes and 11 seconds left to go from the 20-yard line. Waiting for the snap, Daniel Jones under center. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Here's the drop back, a wind up and a throw. Jones, it's tipped up in the air. Incomplete pass with 6 minutes left to go. 3rd down and 11, Michael Pittman Jr., the intended receiver, but Bullock was there of the Houston Texans defense. And not much to gain there for the Indianapolis Colts. Man, what is up with Taylor? He's got 11 carries, just 39 yards today. You know what's up with Taylor? This is what is up with Taylor, man. He's going up against this defense. And this defense of the Houston Texans is no joke. They're giving up the fewest yards allowed per game. Top 5 in rush defense, top 3 in pass defense. It's incredible. Here's the snap from the 20-yard line, dropping back in the pocket, going to wind up and throw. Looks like the catch is going to be. Is it made? It is not. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 11 coming up right now. Actually, that was 3rd down and 11. Are both feet down? That's a catch. That's a catch. Oh, my gosh. Josh Downs just caught a monster play. What on earth did I just watch? They've lined up quickly. Here's the snap. I got to break that down, guys. Catch was made. They are inside of enemy territory. They're showing the Josh Downs catch one more time. Let me scroll down just a bit here. So it was a 3rd down and 11, folks. 3rd down and 11, and Daniel Jones passed 34 yards upfield to the Houston 46. That was a 34-yard gain for Joshua Downs. quickly they got back to the line of scrimmage. They handed that off to Jonathan Taylor. It was a 1-yard pickup. It's a 2nd down and 9. Football here at the 45-yard line. Colts inside of Texans territory. Tyler Warren moves from the bottom of the screen into the slot right now. Looking at Alec Pierce at the bottom here as well. Little play action. Daniel Jones looking that way. The pressure comes in quickly, and Jones is blown up on that play. 4:51 left to go. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 9. My gosh. Kamari Lassiter just ripped off, just absolutely drilled Daniel Jones. Didn't stand a chance. Got hit on that release. 3rd down and 9. Football at the Houston 45. Colts still in no man's land. They need a 1st down here. 3rd down and 9. Desperate for a 1st down conversion. Jones in the shotgun. Trips on the right-hand side. From the left hash, trips on the far side of the field here. We've now got motion from Josh Downs. Here's the snap, and Jones finds Downs. Downs makes the grab. Downs breaks a tackle, picks up the 1st down, gets 12 on the play. 1st down. Indianapolis Colts. It's a big catch right there. They're going to call it a gain of 10, not 12, but it's a big 1st down for Indianapolis. They absolutely needed that one, and it brings up a 1st and 10 at the Houston 35. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. 4:20 left to go and ticking. 1st and 10 from the right hash. Shotgun formation, motion from Josh Downs once again as he goes to the top of the screen. He does a pump fake to the left-hand side, but that fools nobody. A handoff to Jonathan Taylor is a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Football at the Houston 34, and Daniel Jones and the Indianapolis Colts believe that they are the better team. They just got to prove it. They just got to prove it. 3:51 on the clock. We've got 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Daniel Jones motioning over from one of those receivers to go ahead and head to the bottom. At the bottom of the screen by himself, Michael Pittman Jr. The blitz coming in. A wind-up and a throw to Jonathan Taylor in his area. Nowhere near him. Nowhere catchable, but it was in his direction, I should say. So Daniel Jones looks in the direction of Jonathan Taylor, throws it in that direction, but it's not near the target. Big miss there from number 17. It brings up a 3rd down and 9. It stops the clock, and this drive could stall out here at the 34. Let's see if Daniel Jones and company can score a touchdown. Tyler Warren, Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs, and Jonathan Taylor at the bottom of the screen. Alec Pierce alone at the top. Now it looks like JT is going to move into a shotgun formation, and we've also got another motion on the field from Josh Downs. 3rd down and 9 from the 34, looking to the motion man. Josh Downs going to make the grab. Gets the catch. It's a big grab right here. 1st down, Indianapolis. What a play. That was gorgeous, man. There's a flag, though. Hold the phone. Oh, my gosh. Holding on the offense. That is going to kill them. Raymond on the hold, holding on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty, and what would have put us down at the 10-yard line is a loss of 10. Replay 3rd down. 3rd down and 19. 3 minutes and 21 seconds here left to go. Beautiful play, gets pulled back thanks to a holding call right there. Let's do this thing. So, back in no man's land at the 44-yard line, 3rd down and 19. The Colts just need points. Motion from Alec Pierce. Play clock down to 3. A 4-man rush coming in. Daniel Jones going to air it out. He likes Alec Pierce upfield. There's got to be a flag for DPI. There are multiple flags for DPI. This will be a 1st down, Indianapolis Colts. Without a doubt, Bullock in on the play. Brought the man down. There is a flag, and it's going to be defensive pass interference. I don't know. Bullock saying it was a push-off. They're saying it's a pass interference on the defense. So it's close. But it's a first down. So a big play right there on 3rd down and 19. You cannot get a better penalty than that if you're going to get a penalty. This does put the Colts inside of the red zone. Here's the snap on 1st and 10. A shot to the end zone. That's caught. Tyler Warren. Touchdown. So just like that, the Colts going to capitalize on the penalty. Touchdown, Tyler Warren. Okay. So with 2:51 left to go in the 3rd quarter, here comes the extra point attempt to tie this thing up. Man, we've got a game, bro. We've got a game coming up right now. So 1st and 10 quickly is a touchdown play right here. Man, the officials definitely helped out on this one. The extra point attempt is up, and it's good. 5 Football Nation memberships being gifted again by Robert Samora. Robert Samora is playing Santa Claus right now, and I am so thankful. Thank you, Santa Claus. Thank you, Mr. Robert Samora, gifting out Football Nation memberships. They even get wrapped in a package when he puts them out there. Thank you, Robert. Thank you very much. Let's just flex this right here. Our man, the myth, the legend. You can see him here wearing the Football Nation t-shirt and the Football Nation cap, gifting out Football Nation memberships right now. Appreciate you, sir. Who scored the touchdown for the Colts? As I said, it was Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren scored the touchdown here for the Colts. Okay, guys. Thank you very much, Robert. Appreciate that. Lucky 13, says Mr. Mojo. Go Colts, go, says Mist Flow. What up, Mist Flow? I see you, my friend. Go Robert. I'm with it, man. It's all about the point spread, says Jerry. Impressive, says Greg Williams. Missed kick won't haunt them now, says Mark McKay. It still will, because they could be up 14-3, and whether you win by 1 or win by 6, a win is a win is a win, and they could have the lead right now. Instead, they're just tied. They should have the lead right now. Instead, they're just tied. Okay, guys, I never got to eat my bacon, so I'm going to do that really quick. Scores at the bottom of the screen. We are in the middle of a commercial break. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Hang on. Okay, we're back. All right, guys, here is the kickoff. Still haven't received the email back. You know, someone was telling me the other day, Janet, that someone was telling me just last night. I actually had to reach out on a separate email here. I had to reach out on a separate email. That's crazy that you haven't gotten, because I literally sent it to you on camera. I'm going to have to figure something out with my website. It looks like I am receiving correspondence on my side, but when I send emails out, you guys aren't getting them. For whatever reason, you are getting the long email threads that I send as like the group emails, but not getting the individual ones, Janet. So I will look into that. I will resend that other one. Don't know how it's not going through, but hey. Here's the snap, the throw to the right-hand side, catch made, and coming out of this commercial break, guys, the Houston Texans got the football. They had a touchback. It started on the 35-yard line. first play of this drive is a catch for Higgins on the right-hand side. It's a gain of 19 and a first down for Houston. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. Houston quickly on the other side of midfield after just one play. They are inside of Colts territory at the 46-yard line. Lining up on the helmet, the Colts helmet at midfield. The snap and a handoff. Woody Marks to the left-hand side. It's actually Nick Chubb. Chubb will pick up 4 yards. It's a 2nd down and 6. Freimeister, I don't know if it's actually out there. I literally had to message them on a separate one, but that's okay. Again, right now we're just in the middle of calling games right now. This is super important. This is how I feed my family, so this is going to come first, guys. I'm sorry. I'll get to those emails when I've got some time. 2nd down and 6. Houston Texans with the football. We're in a shotgun formation, actually in a single back formation from the 42-yard line. C.J. Stroud under center. We've got trips on the left-hand side. Motion this time. Here it is, the blitz coming in, and under pressure, C.J. Stroud will throw this one into the dirt. That pass incomplete. 3rd down and 6. 1:32 left to go. 1:32 left to go. 3rd down and 6. Football at the Indianapolis 42. Football at the Indianapolis 42-yard line. So C.J. Stroud feeling the pressure. Nick Cross, the safety blitz, came in on that play, and the Colts brought everyone across the line of scrimmage. Good pressure on 2nd down. This brings up a 3rd down, and they are 4 for 9 today, the Houston Texans are. Looking for a 5th conversion here. Stroud takes it. The blitz coming in. C.J. Stroud will fire. Catch is made. Down at the 31-yard line. There's a flag on the play, and this should be a first down nevertheless. It's going to be a holding on the defense, guys. That penalty will be declined. Holding on the defense. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is still a first down, Houston. First down, Houston Texans. It's a 1st and 10 at the Indianapolis 30-yard line. 3rd down becomes 1st and 10. So 1st and 10, Houston Texans have the football inside of Colts territory. They are at the Colts 30-yard line. Houston, I can't see the Browns score. Let's scroll it down just a little bit for you. There you go. There's the Browns score, Mr. Mojo. There's your Browns score. We've got a single back on this formation from the 30-yard line in motion on the field from Dalton Schultz. From the left hash, it's a snap and a handoff. It's going to be a run up the middle here. Looks like another gain for Nick Chubb. A good 6-yard run here on 1st down with looks like 50 seconds left to go. Brings up a 2nd down and 4. With 50 seconds left to go, 2nd down and 4. I think I know exactly what happened with the email stuff, too. I changed the email account because I wanted to keep things separate. As we bring on more help to Football Nation, I want to make sure that I've got those emails. Some emails that get sent to me are personal, and I want to make sure that I've got that separate from anyone else who's helping on the channel. Here's a toss to the right-hand side. Woody Marks going to get this football. Looks like it might be just enough for the first down, and I think I might have broken my inbox in the process there. Anyways, first down going to be considered here. They're going to call that a first and 10 for the Houston Texans, and this will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. When we get back, it will be a 4th quarter opening play. 15 minutes on the clock. It's a first down, 1st and 10, and we will be inside of the red zone. So commercial break right now. I got to unbreak my inbox. That's okay. Rusty, what's going on? Just another collector saying, I sold a Stroud rookie card 2 weeks ago because how trash he was, and now he wants to be a star? Awesome, says just another collector. Ground and pound right here says time uptown. Email support will come, no worries. Let's go. It's gonna be a process right here. What game will you call after this? Tsunami, thank you for getting me back on track right now. Let's get back on track right now. The next games that I will be calling today. Immediately after this game, folks, I will be turning around and doing our 2nd out of the 3 games. 2nd game today will be the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game should be a really, really good one. I'm also looking forward to this. Haven't had a chance to watch Aaron Rodgers play in a few weeks. We haven't covered the Pittsburgh Steelers in a while. Going to be exciting to watch this. We did cover that game with the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills last week. Let's see if Buffalo can get right in this matchup right now. That's a huge game coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. And then tonight, I've got the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. Working all day long, folks. So this Sunday, I am going to be crazy busy, but tomorrow, just one game. I will be covering the SEC Championship on Saturday, December 6th, so I will be live for that one. The Bills are cooked. It is snowing, or is it snowing, says the Mr. Mojo. I don't know. Colts get the turnover, says Maverick Styles. Okay, guys. So these are the games I'm covering. We've covered Thursday. We've covered Black Friday. We did 2 games on Black Friday. We covered the Aggies and Longhorns on Friday as well. Wait a second. Hang on. I didn't bring this up. Guys, we had 250,000 views. Yeah, straight up. 270,000 views for the Aggies versus Longhorns game. 250,000 views on that one game. That was pretty crazy. Okay, Denver Broncos, Washington Commanders. I'm not personally super stoked about having to cover that game if I'm being 100% honest. But for you Broncos fans, I will be covering that one. We are about to get into the fourth quarter right now. Commercial break is just about over. Let's put 15 minutes on the clock. We are inside of the red zone right now, all tied up, 13 all. 15 minutes on the board. It's 1st and 10 from the 20, and the first thing that happens as we get back, it's going to be a false start. It's going to be a false start against the Houston Texans. So, false start. This backs them up 5 yards and puts them outside of the red zone. 1st and 15. Okay. 1st down and 15. The Houston Texans with the football right now. Looks like Dalton Schultz was the man who committed the penalty. Lining up on the right hash, the Houston Texans approaching the red zone once again. Here's the snap against the 4-man rush. This one going to be swatted down by Jermaine Pratt. Incomplete pass, 3 seconds taken off the clock. 2nd down and 15. Santino's in the house. What's going on, Santino? Cheers to you, big dog. Hey, Santino, while you're in here, bro, since you have access to the website, dude, I don't know if you've got a chance today or not, man, but the emails are broken. I don't know if you can send a couple of test emails to yourself, man, and see if we can't get that fixed. But for whatever reason, when I send emails from the website, no one's getting them. I don't know if you can help me out with that. 2nd down and 15, dropping back, looking right, airing this out. Deep shot up to the end zone. Incomplete pass. 3rd down and 15. 3rd down and 15 coming up right now. Okay. C.J. Stroud struggling in today's game. He's completed 20 of 33, so I guess it's not terrible, but it's also not great right now. Little under 60% passing for C.J. Stroud. Little under 60% passing here for C.J. Stroud. A 3rd down and 15 from the Indianapolis 25-yard line. Okay. William Fuller, that's what we're here for. Thank you for that comment, my friend. Stepping up to the line quickly and then stepping back, C.J. Stroud takes the snap out of the shotgun. A 4-man rush comes in. Looks like a flag has to come in. A late flag comes in from the back judge, and C.J. Stroud excited for it. He's going to say that's a 1st down, and I think it is. This could be a holding. They're calling it DPI. Pass interference. Defense against the Indianapolis Colts. A flag on the play. Against the Colts, it's going to be pass interference. That's going to be an issue right now. Let's watch it one more time because I don't know if it was here's the play. I don't see a pass interference at all on that play. I'm rewatching it right now. That's an automatic 1st down for the Houston Texans. It looked like someone just slipped. It looked like Xavier Hutchinson had slipped. I didn't see a single hand laid on him. Bad call by the back judge. 1st and 10, 10 minutes and 48 seconds. We've got a single back formation. Trips at the top of the screen and one at the bottom of the screen. We are inside the red zone at the 17-yard line. Woody Marks going to get the carry. Woody Marks takes it inside the 10. That's going to be an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and 2. 2nd down and 2. Coming up right now. Texans inside of that red zone. Space pants, says Courtney. First down, says Mr. Mojo. I don't think that should have been a first down. It looked like Xavier Hutchinson just slipped on the play. I didn't see any pass interference there. Bad call. Second down and 2. The Texans got lucky that the officials are blind. Waiting for the snap right now. They need 2 yards picked up for a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Woody Marks up the middle. He will pick up 2 yards. Call it a gain of exactly 2, and that's exactly what they needed. With 13:57 left to go, a fresh new set of downs. First and goal from about the 7-yard line. First down, Houston Texans. So here comes Woody Marks coming off the field. Looks like they'll be bringing in Nick Chubb right now for the Houston Texans. Tomorrow saying 17-8 San Francisco versus Cleveland. You guys can see the scores at the very bottom of the screen. No scrolling text for this game because we got a lot going on. Ooh, looks like they're saying it's not a first down. It's a 3rd down and 1, but a tush push. A quarterback sneak right here should be enough to get it, guys. It should be enough to get it. I think the officials will mark this a first down. So it will be first and goal after this one. First down, Houston Texans. Nick Chubb says, cool as a fan. Am I a Colts fan? Asks Bobby. No, Bobby. No, I'm not, sir. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. So I don't have a horse in this race. I do have a special place in my heart for the Houston Texans. It's a long story on that, but long story short, they actually replied to some of my fan mail and sent me back a swag bag. Here's a snap. Here's going to be a handoff. Nico Collins gets the end around. Nico Collins inside the 5. Nico Collins scores a touchdown. He's in, baby. Touchdown. Houston Texans. Nico Collins to the left pylon. Nico Collins to the left pylon. He will score a touchdown. The Colts trail by 6. Okay, guys, well done here by Nico. He dove in. He was definitely in from the left hash. Here comes the extra point attempt. From the left hash, the extra point attempt, the snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. This one is good. Wow, that was close. This one is good. It's 20-13. T Fishes. It'll be okay if you decide to take tonight off. Lord knows the Commanders' defense taking the night off too. Go Denver, says T Fishes. Well, shoot, T Fishes. Totally would take tonight off. Would love that. Would love to take tonight off, but, you know, man, ain't no rest for the wicked, because there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. You know how it goes, T-Fishes. And that's the curse of the commentator, right? Other content creators, which I got to figure out something out here. Tom Grossi is able to do a lot. He's generating tons of views without having to be live, so he can release a piece of content today, and it can continue to perform for him tomorrow, the day after, and forever, right? No one is going to be looking at Texans Colts week 13 in 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, it's those kinds of things. So I need to start working on creating some evergreen content so that I can eventually cut back on the amount of live time that I've got. But for now, that is not the season or era this channel is in at the moment. We are continuing to march forward with our live streams right now. I love Tom, says Buko. I love Tom Book Obsessed, says Book Obsessed Mommy. I'm a big fan of Tom Grossi, too. I think he's good people, man. Haven't had a chance to meet him. Haven't had a chance to talk with him. I have had a chance to talk to a couple other content creators. Jay Reason, 75,000 subscribers on his platform. A couple of other content creators I've collaborated with and spoken to. Grossi would be someone I want to get in touch with. Perna would be someone. The guys over at Sports Fury, I like popping in on their channel. Valhalla Sports Talk, man. Like, we're a community of content creators as well. So, anyways, let's see. I smell Colt on the Barbie. Grossi and Perna are both peak right now, says Liam Murphy. Yeah, man, Grossi and Perna are They're just good people. You know what I mean? What I really like about both of them isn't their live streams. I personally, and this is not to knock them or to toot my own horn, I do believe I have a better product than both of them when it comes to live stream color radio broadcast and live stream commentary. But those guys, Tom Grossi, really, really good at those 6-minute videos where he does those, you know, if the NFL was scripted and those additional pieces. And Brandon Perna, his research people and the work that he puts into his long-form content, there's a reason that those guys are so good. I have no hate for either of those guys. I think I do it better in the long form and this kind of content right here, but they are definitely head and shoulders above me in the other styles on YouTube out here. Anyways, let's get back to the action right now. The Indianapolis Colts going to get the football here to start this drive. Here is the kickoff. The Texans just scored a touchdown. Here is the kick. Here is the knee. They'll start this drive here at the 35-yard line. We got a touchback to open this up. Okay. Looks like my analytics glitched out just a little bit. We'll pop this back out once again. Again, nothing but love for those guys, man. Would love to collaborate with them one day. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep doing me, and when I get that silver play button, then I'll reach out. Silver play button is the first thing that I got to get done, though. Silver play button is the first thing we got to get done. Okay. 1st and 10, 12 minutes and 38 seconds, lining up on the 35-yard line right now. The Indianapolis Colts with the football in a shotgun formation. Motion on the field at the top of the screen. Here's the snap, and Daniel Jones going to hand this off to Jonathan Taylor. It'll be a 1-yard gain from the 35 to the 36. They might credit him for 2, but this will start the clock. Marcus, thank you very much, my friend. Cheers to you. It's a 2-yard pickup. Football at the Indianapolis 37-yard line. 2nd down and 8 on the clock. 2nd down and 8. The clock is ticking. Shotgun formation. 2 receivers at the top. 1 receiver at the bottom. Daniel Jones waits for the snap on the left hash. Showing blitz and blitzing right now. The Texans trying to get pressure. Daniel Jones airs this one out deep. Shot upfield. Incomplete pass. 11 minutes and 53 seconds left to go after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 8. Alec Pierce, the intended receiver on the play. Hold the phone. There's a penalty on this one, and it's going to result in a 1st down. There's a penalty on this one. Looks like it was roughing the passer here. And a roughing the passer against the Texans is going to give the Colts a free 1st down. 1st down, Indianapolis. They're moving and walking upfield right now. This takes them to the Houston 48-yard line. It's 1st and 10 now after that penalty. 11:53 on the clock. Let's get it started. So the play clock down to 15. They break the huddle. The Indianapolis Colts, after the penalty, will start this play here on the opposite side of midfield. So inside of Texans territory, the blitz coming in, a windup and a throw. It's a check down here. Looks like Tyler Warren will pick up about 6 yards. This will move the football from the Houston 48 out to the Houston 42. It does bring up a 2nd down and 4 after a 6-yard gain. Football to the 42. Tyler Warren was the receiver at the end of that one. He did get a big hit. He got hit pretty hard there. To Oto'o, a big tackle there by number 39 of the Houston Texans. Daniel Jones has completed 13 of 22 for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns in this game. You can see those numbers on the right-hand side for your convenience. Here is the snap. There is the handoff to Jonathan Taylor, going to turn against the challenge. He'll pick up 3 on 2nd down and 4. It's a 3rd down and 1. 11 minutes left to go here. We can just add a little bit of time actually going the other way. 3rd down and 1 at the Houston 39. Still in no man's land, but either way, a field goal is not going to help the Colts all too much. They need to score a touchdown here, so they need a big 3rd down conversion. If I'm Indianapolis, I am going to number 28. The camera is focused on number 28 right now. That is Jonathan Taylor, the all-star running back here for Indianapolis. Waiting for the snap, Daniel Jones with 10:35 on it. They do hand off to JT. He goes to the right-hand side. He gets to the 35. He gets to the 30, and he picks up a 1st down, Indianapolis. 1st down, Colts. Azeez Al-Shaair face down on the ground for the Houston Texans. It's a 1st and 10, and Azeez Al-Shaair is a huge piece for this defense. Houston Texans might have just lost another player on the defensive side. So here is D'Amico Ryans walking out onto the field to see what's going on, and we go to a commercial break with 10 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this football game. Colts have the football. They're at the Houston 27, but right now, looks like the Houston Texans defense is taking its licks. They've already lost Reed in this game, and now they're going to be losing Azeez Al-Shaair, your middle linebacker. If they lose Azeez Al-Shaair, I guarantee you this will quickly become a game where Jonathan Taylor runs up the middle 20 more times in this quarter and picks up 100 yards in the fourth quarter alone. Losing Azeez Al-Shaair is a huge piece right now. Didn't see what the injury was or how it happened. Someone said it was a cheap shot, but hey. Okay. So, you guys asking right now, what position does the hurt guy play? There he is, guys. He plays this position right here. It is Azeez Al-Shaair, one of the defensive players for the Houston Texans. This Houston Texans defense has done a pretty good job against the Indianapolis Colts. They've held them to just 13 points, and that is kind of what we expected here when we look at the head-to-head defensive comparisons. Actually, let's bring up this statistical number here. We'll bring up this graphic because I like this one better. But defensively, the Houston Texans are only giving up 16 points per game. They've given up 13 in this one. They are staying on track here with 10:23 left to go. If they hold the Colts to just a field goal, they will still be under the 16.5. The Colts, however, are averaging over 30 points per game. The offense a little bit ahead of schedule. They've got 20 in this one. They're averaging 22 points per game. But these are the stats here for the Houston Texans. Coming into this game, they were ranked the 15th best team according to the NFL Network. Their defense has been phenomenal. 2nd in points per game allowed, 1st in yards per game allowed, 3rd in yards per play, and 2nd on third down efficiency. They've done very well today in all of those categories. However, they are getting beat up today. They have lost not one but looks like 2 players now on the defensive side, and this could affect them moving forward. Losing Reed out here at the safety and losing your middle linebacker in Azeez Al-Shaair. Let's see if Daniel Jones will capitalize on the absentees here. 10:23. The clock comes back. We're back here for a second. 10:23, break, and they break the huddle. From the Houston 27-yard line, it's a 1st and 10 for the Indianapolis Colts after clearing out the injury. Shotgun formation for Indianapolis with 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Daniel Jones will hand this off to Jonathan Taylor, and just as expected, right up the middle he goes. He will pick up 8 yards on that one, and that will work for your running back. Another handoff to Jonathan Taylor will put us in pretty good field position. The Indianapolis Colts inside the red zone. 2nd down and 2 from the Houston 19-yard line. Welcome to the red zone. Blue team. Blue team inside of the Texans 20. In between the 2 hashes, Daniel Jones in a single back formation steps back, and Michael Pittman Jr. goes from the top to the bottom of the screen. Here's the snap and a handoff. JT will go backwards on the play. A big stop here on 2nd down and 2. It's a loss of 5. Well done by Will Anderson Jr., knowing that they were going to do that because it was pretty obvious that they were going to do that. Pretty obvious that they were going to do that. Steichen, I don't believe, is a great football coach. That's just me. That's just me. But, hey, it's not Danny Dimes. It's Danny Nichols, says Mr. Mojo. Daniel Jones will motion for a man to come on over. It looks like it is Jonathan Taylor standing in the shotgun next to him. 3rd down. From the 24-yard line, Jones takes the snap. He'll wind up and fires. This one is broken up. Incomplete pass. Jalen Petrie with the flying saucer guardian cap head makes the stop. It's 4th down and 7. 4th down and 7. The incomplete pass will stop the clock. Jalen Petrie looks so silly with that guardian cap hat on. But you know what? He looks less silly than Antonio Brown does with his severe CTE. So Michael Badgley going to kick this thing up. Looks like it's going to be a field goal here. 42-yard attempt for the Indianapolis Colts. Let's see if he can knock it back from the left hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. The kick is good, and the Colts will put 3 points on the board. So the Colts score 3. They'll take them. They'll take them. It is 20-16. There it is. Go Houston. Denver fan here, says Anthony. That part, says Book Obsessed Mom. Danny Euros saying Mr. Mojo. Danny Pennies. Anyways, Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes not cashing in right now. We go to a quick commercial break, folks, and when we get back, the Colts will kick this thing off over to the Houston Texans. So we are in the fourth quarter. It's a one-possession game. I don't believe that we'll end up with a tie right now. Shout out to Shovel, who's still with us. Plenty of time, baby, says MNFC5SO. What up? Let's go Rams, says Richard Carr. Hello, CCG TV. Welcome in, CCG TV. Mario has bought a coffee for you today. Thank you, Janet. Thank you very much. Best to take the points. Houston's got it, says Press. Janet, I'm still a little bummed out as to why you weren't able to get that email from me. You're not the only one who's not receiving those emails. You're not the only one who's not receiving those correspondence. So I will get that fixed in the next 24 to 48 hours. Just give me a little bit of time, Janet. I promise I'll get back to you. Texans are due for a big play, says Marva Merriman. Danny Crypto, says Ronnie Fraud. You know what? Danny Crypto instead of Danny Dimes makes the most sense because we get a lot of volatility here, man. I tell you what, we go up, we go down. We go way up, we go way down. A little bit here. It does definitely feel that way. It's definitely Danny Crypto instead of Danny Dimes right now. I like that. That's a great nickname. That's a great nickname. Check the settings, says Juan. I will have to check the settings for sure. There's a lot I'm going to have to change. The kick is good, says DJ Gene. Okay. Scores across the NFL, guys, at the bottom of the screen. We've got 3 games today, but right now, the Arizona Cardinals trail 10-20 with 5 minutes left to go in that one. Atlanta Falcons up 23-17 over the New York Jets. The Houston Texans in our game 20-16 over the Indianapolis Colts. Colts at home. Jacksonville Jaguars 25-3 over the Tennessee Titans. The LA Rams 28-31. Carolina up by 3 in that game. New Orleans Saints versus Miami Dolphins. Looks like New Orleans actually got some points here. Don't know who scored, but we've got one final game, San Francisco versus the Cleveland Browns. That game is 23-8. We will have a few more games in the middle of the day slate, and then we'll have a night game tonight for our nightcap. Here is the kickoff. Let's get back to the action. Looks like the Texans going to get a return to about the 30-yard line. Call it the 31. It's a 1st and 10 for Houston. 1st and 10 for the Houston Texans. 8 minutes and 35 seconds left to go. Yo, Colts, go, says Mist Flow. Unplug it and plug it back in. Trust me, I'm IT, says Joe Maldonado. I don't know, man. It could be something that has to do with like IMAP or POP or one of those protocols, one of the email protocols that I might have just changed off or tweaked something on accident. I'll have to go through those protocols and make those changes, but 1st and 10. We've got ourselves a single back formation. Waiting for the snap right now under center. There it is. Little play action here. Dropping back. Going to air this thing out. Shot upfield. Catch is made. Nico Collins midfield. The 45 down inside the 45. And about the 41-yard line. Nico Collins for 29 yards. 1st down, Houston Texans. And Houston going to open up. C.J. Stroud going to get tagged on the throw. Stroud looks and connects with number 12, who cooked his assignment. Ooh, he had that boy on skates. Good job by Nico Collins. 1st and 10, crisp route running there. Out to the 41-yard line. Here is Houston with the football. Houston a handoff this time. Looks like Nick Chubb will pick up 1. Down at the 40, it's a 2nd down and 9. So down at the 40 with 7:45 left to go. Houston with a 4-point lead. They know that if they score a touchdown here, it makes it a 2-possession game. And they could win this one. Would be a massive win for the Houston Texans. It would also be a massive win for the Jacksonville Jaguars if the Houston Texans won. The Jaguars fans can win twice today if the Colts lose. Here's the shotgun. Here's the snap. Looking right, looking left, looking right again. C.J. Stroud will find a man. Catch is going to be made. A little spin move right here, and it looks like Jaden Higgins going to pick up the first down. First down, Houston Texans, this time at the 26-yard line. Texans crunch time, says Lawrence. Let's go Texans, says Rusty Vargas. TH3V1CT. What is that? The victorious. I think that's what that says. The victorious Carolina might be the Rams. Interesting. The victorious with the Pac-Man logo. Ant G saying Colts time, baby. Let's go. Excuse me. 1st and 10. Clock is ticking once again. Here's the snap and a handoff. Looks like Woody Marks gets inside the red zone. Woody Marks with a carry from the 26 down to about the 17. That's a 9-yard pickup. 2nd down and 1. And the Texans are in good position now. Texans are in good position right now. The Victorious saying, I might beat. You might beat who? Colts money line, says Gazer. Okay, I'm stepping away from the chat, guys. 1st and 10 for the Houston Texans inside of the red zone. We got to get the ambiance changed now. Single back formation. Motion on the field from Higgins. It's a snap and a handoff to the single back. It's sniffed out immediately by the Colts defense. 3rd down and 1 coming up. No gain here. The Colts looking to get a big stop on this play and hold the Texans to just a field goal. And then the Colts could come back. You never know. The Mr. Mojo saying, I got the spread. Okay. Isn't this where he throws an interception, says Brian? Says Brian Norris. Let's find out, Brian, what C.J. Stroud does on this 3rd and 1 situation. Cade Stover is lined up under center for a quarterback sneak. Cade Stover going to get stopped, I think. Let's see where they put this. This could be a 4th and inches. I don't know. That is so close. Cade Stover on 3rd down and 1. Got the direct snap. What do they say? 4th down. It's 4th and inches. Oh, man. 4th and inches now. They're showing the replay. Cade Stover did not get it. I don't think he did either. I think he's maybe an inch or two shy. They might run the same play again. Here's Stover again. He's going to get stuffed again, I think. I think he got stopped again. I think this is a turnover on downs. I don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. 4th down and inches for the Houston Texans inside of Colts territory. I don't think it's enough on 4th down and 1. Waiting for the call from the officials. The officials waiting to mark this one. I don't think it's enough. No call yet. Okay, time for a virtual measurement, guys. Well, it really doesn't matter what the measurement says. The real thing that matters is where they place the football, which is why I think this is so stupid. But here comes the virtual measurement. My eyeballs are pretty good at this. It should be a 1st down Indianapolis Colts. I don't think he got it. Waiting for this virtual measurement. They're saying it is 6 inches short. So 4th down and inches, unsuccessful. 1st down, Indianapolis. They get a stop on 4th down. And it's 1st and 10 for the Colts. Colts get the football back on the 17-yard line. We'll get back from a commercial break in a second. Could have been up 7, says Annoying Spore. I know. They decided to go for it. It did not work out. They decided to go for it, and it did not work out. So, 1st and 10 when we get back. Stouffer stuffing. Funny. I like it. I'm glad I found you again, says Jose Witty. Jose, have you not subscribed to this channel, my friend? Jose, if you are glad that you found me, then that is every reason to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you know when I go live every single time. And that way you're not looking for, hey, where's that guy with the tie? What was that one channel that I really liked again? Or maybe, what was that one channel with that really annoying guy wearing the tie? He may have a, he may be maybe overly energetic, but he sure knows how to call a play. 1st and 10 when we get back from the commercial break with 4 minutes and 45 seconds. With just a little bit of time left here in this fourth quarter, the Indianapolis Colts, a field goal is going to do them no good. They are down 16-20, guys. We've got 2 more games today for y'all. The Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I've also got the Broncos and the Washington Commanders coming up for y'all. Then Monday night, one more game on Monday night. These two feel like throwaway games, guys. These two feel like throwaway games, and, well, on those throwaway games when we know it's going to be pretty one-sided right now, again, I guess we don't really know if it's going to be one-sided or not, but I might cut loose a little bit on one of these 2 games right here. After all, it is the holidays. I might cut loose on one of those games. Maybe not, but if you see me out here with a rocks glass and a little belt of something nice, then that's because we know what's going to happen, and I have to mentally prepare myself for the onslaught that's going to happen. I do think that the Washington Commanders are going to get crushed today. I don't advise you do it, but something tells me that I should bet the house on the Denver Broncos today. I think that is an obvious win for Denver. Down here also, the New England Patriots are the #1 spot in the AFC, and the Giants have officially been eliminated from playoff contention. No matter if they win out or not, means absolutely nothing for the New York Giants. The Giants are now just out there to try and mess things up for other teams. The playoff picture is shaping up to be an interesting one, guys. The Colts, 8-3. If they lose this game and the Jaguars win, Jaguars go to 3rd. Colts will drop to 6. We might even see the Texans come up as well. Here is a handoff to Jonathan Taylor on 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line. This will be an 11-yard gain, and it's good for a first down here for the Indianapolis Colts. However, flag on the play. Let's stop the clock. During the run, illegal hands to the face on the defense. That'll be a penalty here, 5-yard penalty tacked on to the end of that run. So, flag on the play. Illegal use of hands right here on the Texans. Hands to the face. That's good for a first down. First down, Indianapolis Colts. Football to the 33-yard line. Pacers fans saying, Mario, I miss the times where I used to watch you during the NBA playoffs. Those times are coming back, Pacers fan. I'll be here for it, Pacers fan. Don't you worry. Here's a snap and a handoff on 1st and 10 going out to the right-hand side. That'll be a 1-yard pickup. Call it a 2-yard pickup. And out to the 33-yard line. Excuse me, out to the 35-yard line we go. I'm going to call it the way I see it. It actually looks like a 2nd down and 9. That looked like a 1-yard gain to me for Jonathan Taylor. I've got a 2nd down and 9 at the 34-yard line, not quite the 35. But we're going to start this clock once again. Indianapolis with the football here. It is an I formation, a pistol formation. So the quarterback is 5 yards behind the center, and a running back is 5 yards behind him. A 4-man rush comes in after the pistol formation. A wind up and a throw to the soft spot, and Alec Pierce with another grab today. That's his 4th target and his 4th catch of the day. He's up to 78 yards. First down, Indianapolis. Out to the Houston 43 across midfield. The Colts are on the move once again. Good catch there, 22-yard gain. So from the Indianapolis Colts side to the Houston side, 1st and 10, 3.5 minutes left to go. Shotgun formation. Looks like Jonathan Taylor standing to the left right now of Daniel Jones. It's a handoff to JT. He goes to the right. The 40, the 35, down at about the 33. JT will pick up another first down. First down, Indianapolis. They continue to march in Texans territory. 1st and 10 at the Houston 32. After that run from Jonathan Taylor to the right-hand side. Alec Pierce got his legs taken out from under him. I don't think he was expecting that. So 1st and 10. In the huddle right now, Daniel Jones, break. camera focused on JT. Jonathan Taylor creeping up on 100 rushing yards, guys. You can see JT with 85 on 21 carries. Jones saying, look out here, look out here. Number 0 is the mic. Looks like Al-Shaair is back. From the 32-yard line, a handoff to Jonathan Taylor. He'll bounce off the left-hand side. He's going to lose a shoe on the play and go backwards. Jonathan Taylor picked up 1 yard before losing his, was that his right shoe? Jonathan Taylor going to lose a shoe here, lost his right shoe. Clock is ticking. This should take us to the 2-minute warning, so he'll have plenty of time to tie that. He'll have plenty of time to tie his shoe. Jalen Petrie ripped his shoe off. That's funny. Okay, we're in a shotgun formation on 2nd down and 9 after the 1-yard pickup. Daniel Jones, double zeros, 2 minutes left to go. We'll stop the clock. Okay, 2 minutes. We've got 2 more games for you guys here today. Texans do this every season, says St. Arntix. Jones is only on a 1-year contract. This game counts, says Greg Williams. The Mr. Mojo saying that Shedeur is the GOAT, even though they're down 26-8 right now. Freedom Boom saying, Mario Boom, what's going on, Freedom? I see you. We are inside the 2-minute warning and at a commercial break. Let's see, guys. Around the NFL, the Indianapolis Colts getting close here to winning this game. Jacksonville Jaguars up 25-3. The Carolina Panthers beat the LA Rams 31-28. How many people did that eliminate this week for the Pick'ems? That's going to be a tough one here. Miami, New Orleans Saints. Hey, we just got to 66.7. I like it. 66.7. Appreciate you guys. New York Jets down by 7 right now. They could tie that up and send that game into overtime. Indianapolis Colts, a touchdown here would give them the lead. Jacksonville Jaguars 25-3 against the Tennessee Titans. LA Rams lose to the Carolina Panthers. That is insanity here. That is insanity. So that means I'm going to have to change this graphic already once again. Not this one, but this one, because that means they're now 7-6, and that puts them back above the Dallas Cowboys. So the Dallas Cowboys hoping that the Panthers would lose that game. Instead, Panthers win. So that's going to make things difficult for Dallas. Still inside the 2-minute warning, guys. Still inside the 2-minute warning. I need 1 more yard from Jonathan Taylor, says Vidar. Hold or intercept, says Rusty. Colts, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Okay. Nobody loves you. Do, do, do. Is that the lyric? I can't even remember. I don't even know. I don't remember the lyrics right now. Anyways, don't let me down, guys. Don't let me down. Panthers, the number 4 seed, says cool as a fan. Well, if the Buccaneers lose, then yes. But if the Buccaneers win, then no. Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a matchup happening here. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bucs play already? Did the Bucs play already? Am I tripping? Where are the Buccaneers? No. Tampa Bay in control of that game, 20-17. Didn't cover this one here. Tampa Bay 20-17. Thanks, Missed Flow. Appreciate you. Okay. Commercial break is over. Here is the final chance for the Indianapolis Colts to win this game. In the 2-minute warning with not a lot of time left to go. Down by 4. Shotgun formation from the 31-yard line. Daniel Jones waits for the snap. Jones takes it. The blitz coming in. Jones under pressure will fire. Double coverage. Nobody throwing a flag by these officials, even though Alec Pierce got blown up. He never got a hand on the football. Never got a hand on the football. There's a missed face mask right there against Jonathan Taylor. So kind of crazy that they didn't call that face mask. JT was upset about it. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 9. Okay. The Colts are 33% success rate on 3rd downs. They are 3 of 9 3rd downs. It's a 3rd down and 9. Here's the blitz. They blitz 7. A quick throw. Oh, my goodness. That should be an incomplete pass. They're saying incomplete, right? Yeah, that's an incomplete pass right here. 4th down and 9. Incomplete pass on the right-hand side. Looks like the field goal unit ain't going to make much of a difference, guys. 4th down and 9. I think they might have to go for it here. What do you guys think? 4th down and 9 at the Houston 31. The Colts don't have a lot of time left. Okay. So they are going to have to go for it here, man. Here we go. 4th down and 9 with 1 minute and 49 seconds left to go. They are lining up for it. Right now, the Colts, this is do or die for them. Trips on the right-hand side. There's the snap. Flags coming in. No, maybe a timeout going to be called. So 1:47 left to go. Timeout will be called by the Houston Texans. Timeout for Houston. Okay, timeout for the Houston Texans. Indianapolis Colts. It's a 4th down and 9. They do not need a field goal here. They need to score a touchdown. They need to score a touchdown. Daniel Jones having a conversation with Shane Steichen right now. They're showing overall in the division, the Jacksonville Jaguars are now 7-4. Oh, they're showing the Jacksonville Jaguars pictures here. They're showing the entire division picture here. Colts 8-3, Jaguars 7-4, Texans 6-5, Tennessee Titans 1-10. Not exactly a good season for them, but okay. Colts looking for a way. Colts looking for a win. Down by 4. It's a 4th down and 9. Down by 4. It's a 4th down and 9. A shotgun formation. Danny Dimes waits for it. Trips to the top of the screen and one man at the bottom. Blitz coming in again. Daniel Jones will wind up and fire. It's incomplete. Change of possession. No flags on it. It's 1st and 10. Houston Texans will take over. Texans defense gets the stop. 1:45 left to go. This is just going to be victory formation is my guess, unless the Colts call their quick 3 timeouts. There could have been a flag there. Michael Pittman Jr. was looking for it, did not get it. Thank you, Jesus, says love y'all. Houston is going to win, says Jimin. Time uptown saying Yahoo. Game over, says Mr. Mojo. Houston owns horses. Adios, Dolts. What's going on, Colts? Adios, Colts. Thank you, Curse Wheel. Says Big Fork. Todd Tier saying 1st down, Houston. It is. Grant Widener. What's going on, Grant? I see you. Janet Jones saying, oops. Oops. Okay. All right. So, another one bites the dust. Do-do-doom, doom, doom. Do-doom, doom, doom, do-doom. That means that if the Texans do win this game, guys, they are just 1 win behind the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts could miss the postseason this year, guys. The Indianapolis Colts also have to play more games. It's not like the season is over after this. They've got to play the Jacksonville Jaguars next week, and the Jaguars are about to be ahead of them in this division. So this game is also really a huge game for the Colts again. Then a super tough matchup against the Seattle Seahawks. Another super tough matchup on Monday Night Football, which we will cover on this channel. And then back to the Jacksonville Jaguars. And again for the Houston Texans. If this is not the pressure cooker, I don't know what is, bro. This is a crazy schedule for the Indianapolis Colts. This is a crazy schedule for the Indianapolis Colts. A crazy schedule for them. So, Jaguars next week, Seahawks after that. Week 16 on December 22nd, I will be live for this game for Monday Night Football. Then Sunday Night Football going to be Jaguars and Colts, and Week 18 still TBD. Colts might lose out. They might. The Colts might actually lose out. On the other side, the Houston Texans have a couple opportunities. It is not going to be super easy, but they've got 2 softer opponents here against the Cardinals and the Raiders, especially if the rumors of Trey McBride being injured are true, then the Cardinals are nothing to worry about. Anyways, 1st and 10 coming up. Looks like about 104 seconds left to go in this game. They have pulled nobody yet. The score is still 20-16. They were just looking at Daniel Jones on the sideline here. C.J. Stroud under center right now with Woody Marks lined up behind him. Motion on the field. Motion on the field again. A snap, a handoff, bottom of the screen. Looks like Woody Marks will pick up, we'll call it a gain of maybe 4 yards right here. Quick timeout going to be taken. Quick timeout going to be taken here by the Indianapolis Colts. They have one less. No surprise there. They're going to do this, so the Texans need to pick up a first down. I got destroyed this week already, says Rick on your pick'ems. Did your pick'ems not work out, my friend? Let's go Jets. I see you, Richard Carr. Todd Tier saying, do not throw it. Pacers fans saying, interceptions, please. Sean saying, the Redskins ain't beating the Broncos. Yeah, the Commanders are not beating the Broncos today. Even if they had Jaden Daniels, I don't know that that would happen. Okay, after the timeout, we've got a 2nd down and 9. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. Daniel Jones trying to stay focused because the game's not over. The Colts could force a quick 3 and out, but we'll see. A first down here would basically ice this game. Woody Marks is the single back in this formation. Motion on the field. C.J. Stroud takes it. He hands this over. Woody Marks, left-hand side, breaks a couple tackles. He gets it. First down, Houston Texans. 1:34 left to go. 2nd down and 9 becomes 1st and 10. So the clock is ticking once again. Are they going to call another timeout? They will. So timeout will be taken by the Indianapolis Colts. You would think that they would just accept defeat by now. Not going to happen. So Indianapolis Colts use their 2nd timeout. They do have 1 remaining. Houston Texans 20, Indianapolis Colts 16. Daniel saying, I got a 10K bet. Daniel, I hope you picked the right team. I hope you bet on the right farm animal here. 1st and 10. 1:34 left to go. Single back formation. Waiting for the snap. Motion from Xavier Hutchinson. C.J. Stroud will hand this off again. They are in clock management mode. This will be a 4-yard gain. This brings up a 2nd down. So final timeout going to be called right here with 1:30. No timeouts remaining by the Indianapolis Colts. And here it goes. 4-8-12. 2nd down. So they could get the football back with 10 seconds here. They literally could get the football back with 10 seconds here. We'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes. It might be less than 10 seconds. It depends on how long these plays actually last. So if the play happens and they take 2 or 3 seconds on the play, that's going to milk off even more of the time here. 90 seconds left to go in this game. There is a slim outside chance that the Colts could get a chance to get the football back here. Woody Marks gets the carry, no gain. Going to keep this one going quickly. That seems really messed up right now. It felt like they waited 3 seconds to start the clock here. 3rd down and 6 coming up. 3rd down and 4 coming up. And then 4th down, we're going to get that in just a second. The Colts got screwed by the refs, says Jokes O'Clock. Dumbo Dolts saying, Mad Steve, I'd only ever bet 10K in pennies, says Country. 10,000 pennies. 10,000 pennies is what, $100? Is that right? Did I math that right? 1,000 pennies is $10. So 10,000 pennies would be $100. 44 seconds here left to go, guys. Timeout going to be called there by the Houston Texans. So 44 seconds left to go. Timeout taken here by the Houston Texans. They wanted to take every second off the clock here. They know that if they can get a play that is longer than 40 seconds, excuse me, if they can get one play that is longer than 4 seconds, they can't take the knee. They're going to need to do a toss, or they're going to need to run a play that lasts at least 4 seconds, and they will win this game. 45 seconds on the clock. So they need to run a play that will last at least 5 seconds, and they will win this game. Otherwise, I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know, and the Colts will get one final chance to do something or another. So it's got to be a 5-second play. What do you do here? I say you run a flea flicker, and then just whoever just let C.J. Stroud take the hit, I guess, or something. 3rd down and 4. Motion on the field. Here's the snap. It is going to be a handoff to the running back. He does stay on his feet. 40 seconds. That'll be it. They will have about a half-second difference here, guys. This is going to be your final. It's a 4th down and it doesn't matter. This will be your final score of the game. Looks like the Houston Texans gonna win this game. So the Texans gonna win this game. That's it. That's all she wrote, guys. I got to turn around and make a couple of changes here and go live in about 10 minutes. If you guys want to watch the next game, that's going to be the Buffalo Bills versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will be live in just a few, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere. Let me actually drop the link to that in the chat. You guys can find it on my website, on footballnationusa.com, but here is the link to the next game. So if you guys want to watch the next game, this is where I'll be. Don't forget to smash that like button. I'm dropping this in here. I'll be live in 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes. All right. Love you guys. We'll see y'all soon. Peace out.